Welcome to the show, Los Angeles. Scummy's pad again. I'm a nomad now. Scummy, how do you feel me being here? Yeah, he loves me. He said he doesn't want me to go home, so he's excited. I moved in, basically, so I only come here on Wednesdays. I moved here on Wednesdays. If you're here, welcome to the show. My name's KurlyChris. I'll be your host. This is Kurly's Bizarre Barcast, episode 178, sponsored by SoSo. So make sure you check them out. ! SoSo in the chat. You can also use code Kurly20. I would highly recommend it. They're really wonderful and tasteful, and we'll be drinking on every single Wednesday. There's the cast. It'll be updated while we're live as well if someone joins or drops out. And my name is KurlyChris, and let's get this show on the road. If you have any questions, put it in chat. And here we go. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi, everybody.
What is he doing?
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hi.
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 Everyone looks wonderful. I think I underdressed. I mean, I don't have any pants on. That's why I'm not standing up, but...
Same. Noted.
Hey, Chris, didn't you drop something?
Can you go get that thing behind you?
What? Go get what?
And you
There's a
go
fire. There's a fire.
My,
Quick, put it out.
real quick.
Your house is on fire.
My house is on fire. Well, I mean, I'm not speed.
Scummy's house.
Yep. Scummy's house is on fire. Quick.
Scummy's house is on fire.
You have to get up immediately.
Scummy. They said I have to get up because I have no pants on. What if I should just do a no pants stream?
That would be hilarious.
Show us
all
the
of your
bend and
streams, no
snap.
pants
Just doing
streams?
a
They will
boxer.
participate,
Yes.
but like A for
Snap.
effort.
I would be so down for no.
Wait,
pants.
Scooby's already on his way. What the heck? Oh boy.
Scummy and I went on a Omegle the other night, and I was standing by the fireplace with my ass out, just to see what people were saying in the
You went-
background.
And what did they say? What was your experience?
Yes.
It was really funny. They're like, "What's that guy doing back there?" They
Were
thought
there
I was
any
in the
creepers
army.
you ran into?
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's not the worst thing on him.
Mustache. All right. Well, my name is KurlyChris. I already introduced myself. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the cast. Let's start with Haunted.
Hello, everybody. Do I go ahead? Okay. Hi, everybody. Good to be back. I'm excited to be on. I think this is my 4th time. I'm a variety streamer, and I do a little bit of spooky stuff, a little bit of chaotic stuff, and I'm also nice sometimes. So you should come by and hang out with me. Thanks for having me on, Chris. I'm excited.
Thanks for being here. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
All right. Next up, Dragon.
Hi. Hello. How are you? My name is Dragon. I'm a super wholesome, family-friendly variety streamer. Lots of RPGs, JRPGs, cosplay things. And I'm KurlyChris's #1 stan account.
You've
2
been saying this
underscores,
since
by the way.
beginning, huh?
Yeah, I'm loyal.
You are loyal. That's why you're like How to Tame a Dragon.
Oop. I'm domesticated. I'm domesticated as fuck. 2 underscores.
You're loyal.
I thought you couldn't be seen.
She's changing her name, maybe.
Nice to see you.
Eventually.
again. It's gonna be Dragoon soon, right?
Don't give it away.
No.
You gotta be quick with it, Dragon.
Did you just spoil her rebrand?
Yeah. Coco, introduce yourself.
That's me. Hi, I'm Coco. I am also a variety streamer. Although I tend to get into a lot of Valorant and Pokemon games. And I usually only stream Sundays. It's my 2nd time being on here, so thanks, Chris. And it was really cool the first time. Got to know a lot of people. Got to celebrate AZ's birthday the other day. That was exciting. And so, yeah, I also work full-time in software. So the days I do stream are rare, far few between, but I make sure to make it every week. And I love it. And it's good to meet you guys who are new to me. So, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. All right, next up. What are you drinking? What is that? Angry Orchard?
Oh my God, I hate beer. I can't do it. I suck at it so
popular.
bad.
Super
I
popular
have
in the
to.
restaurant industry because it's gluten-free.
Oh, fun fact. I didn't know that. Good for me.
Welcome back, Christina.
Hi,
Go
my
ahead.
name's Christina. I'm also a variety streamer. I do a lot of horror games, Nintendo. Recently starting to do some just chatting with painting and IRL streaming. And I work full time with animals in vet med and marine biology. And this
That is
is my
so cool.
2nd time.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We brought you on because you said you're going to show us a penguin today.
No, no penguins.
Oh, there's no
No,
there's
maybe
no
my
penguin?
dog.
Scummy, didn't you say something about a penguin? Yeah, he said there was a penguin today. That's what I was told.
No. I'm not getting fired.
Damn it. Looks like my happy feet dreams will wait another day.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of feet, AZ Daisy, you're next.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna do that. I was literally waiting for it. Okay. Hi, I'm AZ Daisy. Chris likes to make me out to be like the foot fetish person, but it's a scam, it's a lie, it's not true. I'm a variety streamer. I play Nintendo, Valorant. I do just chatting streams, Stardew, the whole thing. And yeah, I don't know how many times I've been on, but I'm happy to be back. Cheers to you, Chris.
What are you drinking? You always drink the hardcore shit.
Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. It's just twisted tea.
Oh,
but I want to feel
I'm not making fun of
fancy.
you. It looks like straight up
You're
whiskey
so
and wine.
fancy.
I also
Wine.
have a bottle of wine I'm gonna open.
You should have said
too.
wine. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no
I
one
do also
known.
have a bottle of wine. So
No, you're good. You're
Okay,
good.
well, get on that. Kidding.
All right. Welcome back. Nice to
Thank
see
you.
you again. Anne Prevails. Introduce yourself.
Yo, this is also my second time on here, so I appreciate you letting me come back on. My name is Ann Prevails. Honestly, I normally say I'm a variety streamer, but at this point, I'm just a chatter. Like, I just react to stuff, basically. So, but that's really me in a nutshell. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. Who's that sticker?
It's Meowza. I don't know if you know who she is.
I don't.
So it's actually her sticker. So
That's actually really nice. Supporting.
yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Hope you have some fun. You're the only other guy on here with me, apparently.
Represent for the
I don't know
boys.
how that happened,
Gotcha.
but
I gotcha.
all right. Paris, you're up.
Hi. So nice to be back. God, it's been forever.
Mhm.
My name's Paris. Lots of new faces. I love it. Love to meet the new. I am primarily a just chatting streamer. Sometimes play some games, but lately I've been like traveling for the past 3 months. So more so IRLs or no stream. been a little iffy lately. But yeah, I'm really happy to be back. It's been at least 3 months.
Are you like a nomad now? Like, what do you like? Do you have a home base or what? Because someone was asking, multiple people were asking me about you the other day, and I was like, I think she's in Mexico now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in Mexico. I've been here
Okay.
for a little over a month. I was in Costa Rica for that. And I'm actually planning on moving to.
Moving
This
to
will
Mexico?
continue.
Well, I guess we'll.
Yeah.
I guess we'll probably run into you at Hong Kong.
Out of Hong Kong. When am I going
She
to?
doesn't know what Hong Kong is. All right, if you don't,
When am I going to
All right,
China?
Chris, welcome back, Paris. That's nice to see you. If you don't know what
Have
Hong
I
Kong
been
is
out of
and you
the
live in
loop this
Mexico,
long?
that's good.
Oh, okay.
I heard from a friend. I've never been there, so. All right. Next up, Sunny.
Hi guys, I'm Sunny. I am also a variety streamer with a heavy focus on just chatting. This is like my third, fourth. I don't know. I was here last week. You guys are probably sick of me, but thank you guys so much for
Just a
having
little.
me again.
I'm just playing.
Rude.
Welcome back. I'm glad your stuff works this time.
Yeah, I think it's finally getting the Zoom thing down. My computer hates Zoom.
I don't blame you. I hate Zoom too, and I still use it. Welcome back to the show. Hope you have some fun.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Next up, Peach.
Hey guys, I'm Peach. I like to overshare and I'm a variety FPS streamer. Everything but Fortnite you will catch me on. I'm 6 feet tall and Chris likes toes.
What, Peach? I miss when you were sick.
Factual.
Yeah.
Peach, really? You gonna throw that in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Fun fact.
You know what? I'm gonna take it nice and easy on you since you're, feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I know. I still have this like lingering cough too, which is a pain in the
What
butt.
happened when
But
you eat ass? Because
tell me you don't like your ass ate.
we're not talking about this. What? This was
You brought it up.
This was on the
Not
dating
denied.
show. This was on the dating show.
You said that you like booty?
I feel like it's standard.
Anyways,
too.
Peach, welcome back. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
All right. Ariana Katana.
Hi. I'm Ariana. It was good. I danced.
I know. I was watching earlier.
Oh, things broke, but we're good. We're good.
Does it get super hot when you dance in that room?
It gets really fucking hot. It's
That's
awful.
And I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, how does she survive?
I don't. I sweat a lot. It's real sweaty.
Ooh.
I open a window. Anyway, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Ariana. I like to play Just Dance, and I'm a little chaotic and often confused. And thank you so much for having me back. I enjoy being here.
Welcome back, and I hope you have some fun tonight.
Definitely.
All right, that's everybody, right? Perfect.
I also just realized you have a command feet in your chat to lick a foot.
Make my commands.
Yeah.
I let
and
my
I
mods
love
have
it.
fun.
He likes what he likes.
I love it.
No
And,
king shaming. It's okay.
I love it.
It's a bunch of random shit. I don't even know what goes on anymore in my own streams. Is that weird? It's just been so many years. Like, there's commands from like 6 years ago. I don't even know they're there. I don't delete stuff, so.
Yeah, you just been
You're a
doing feet
hoarder?
stuff for 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't get why people love feet, but I'm not going to feet king shame.
Why wouldn't?
So.
Feet are
I want
nice.
everyone to know that I met Chris IRL and I touched him with my toe and he liked it.
No, that's not true.
Let the record show.
I was there
Dragon?
eating.
You
and
Dragon, I do.
Hey, Dragon.
That's important evidence.
If I meet you IRL, will you touch me with your toe?
Absolutely.
Thank
You
you.
can
touch me with
take your
more
whole
than your
hand. I'm not
toe.
sure I'd
I'd
walk
ask
with
that,
my
but-
toes if you want.
I want to.
For free.
Yay.
I got a toe waffle.
Oh, what?
People
You
are
don't even have to
looking at our
pay.
expressions over that.
This
We're
is
like,
a really interesting
deal.
way to start a show. Good job, Dragon.
Free toe waffle.
I just work here.
Free
What is
toe
toe
waffle.
Making it
A
bizarre.
waffle?
Beautiful.
That is a perfect way to
All
phrase
right.
it.
So let's go ahead and
I
get it
feel like-
started. Let's go ahead and cheers to July 6, 2022. So you'll never live this life and day over again. So thank you all for being here on a Wednesday, drinking with me
On a Wednesday with
on a Wednesday, on hump
my
day.
second
How did I get here?
Happy hump day.
Also, real quick before we start the show, we have an announcement. We are bringing back the Untitled Dating Show for fun because people were constantly messaging me. We're not going to reveal who it is, but we will give you a picture of them on stream. So go ahead and check that out. That will be next Thursday. And
That's a person?
this is the person.
Eddie
that's on
Munson
it.
from Stranger Things?
What is that?
So Untitled Dating Show will be here.
What
at
it
7:15.
is? What is the dating
this
show?
a-
Like, what
It'll
makes
be
it
next
different?
Thursday. It'll be speed dates again, and we'll be having highlights like top 10, top 15, or whatever on YouTube. And we're putting it on TikTok this time to see how that goes too. So there we go. So welcome back, and we're going to be doing a bunch of new fun stuff and pushing towards TwitchCon if everyone's going to be going to that too, and possibly we're going to be doing something with So Sake at TwitchCon too. Just to let everybody know in the cast.
Ooh.
So
See
you're
ya
all
there.
invited. Anyone on the
I'll be
Barcast is already
there.
invited.
I'll be there wearing my dragon shirt.
Oh, the
I
shirt
want a
gave you.
dragon shirt.
See how nice I am?
But it's a shame I can't.
I gave her my shirt, the one I wore on the first
Off your
IRL
back?
podcast.
You took your shirt
I'm never
off?
I'm never gonna wash
More
it.
than that.
No, you gotta wash it. I already washed it, actually. I already washed it. All right, so for the first topic, we're going to talk about something that kind of went viral all over Twitter. His name is Speed. He's a YouTuber, and he set a firework off in his room of a Pikachu.
I saw that. That's
So-
fucked
In
up.
his
In his room? You said in his room?
Yeah,
fucked up.
so the topic we're going to be talking about basically is, do you think somebody that does something that dangerous should be banned from any platform, or do you think, what's your opinion on that?
No, I've done a lot of dangerous things in my life, to be honest, and yeah. I feel like I shouldn't get banned.
Raise your hand
Like,
if you've
did he
seen a
hurt
clip.
anyone? No.
Raise your hand.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm
Yeah,
watching
raise
it
your
Do I
right
have to
now.
Google this?
I'm
about to look it up.
I'm
Is
watching
this on
it.
YouTube?
What's it
It's
called?
on
It's on
YouTube.
Pull it up.
So speed.
So
I didn't-
he lit
Oh,
a
Pikachu.
firework of Pikachu, and it started spinning, but he lit it on top of a bunch of other fireworks in his
I'm
room.
watching it right now.
Oh
And-
no.
Is this on live stream? He was live streaming this? Holy
Just search
fucking
Pikachu
hell.
fireworks.
Yeah, it was a live stream on YouTube.
The brightest bulb in the house.
Yeah.
No, they did it
right.
on purpose. You don't do that shit because you like think it's a good idea. You do that shit because you know it'll go viral.
Or
Exactly.
he hit a
You
sub goal.
100% did it on
Maybe
purpose.
he hit a sub goal. This was like the, like.
He has it looks like there's 140K people watching that. He for sure did it because he knew it would go viral.
Oh, totally. But here's the thing too: is it looks like no one got hurt, nothing got damaged. It was stupid, but the firefighters came, and that is lame that they had to do that and waste their time on that. But other than that, I ban someone for being stupid. I just tell them they're stupid.
I do see though, like if they don't ban them for doing it, it encourages the behavior because people know it. Like you want to be famous,
exactly
do
what I was
something really
gonna say.
stupid and dangerous, and you'll be famous for it.
I think can't like the firefighters like file some sort of lawsuit against that, or like for wasting their time or something, or like how does that work? Like, aren't there options for them?
I don't know about that.
I mean, is it arson? Because it's like he did it on purpose. I mean, he didn't actually
you
light
can get
anything on
arrested
fire.
for like fake 911 calls, so it's not like the same thing.
I guess in a way, but also like I guess being stupid doesn't equate to like them like getting mad at you. You know what I mean? That, like I think if you called in and you were like, my house is on fire and you never actually lit anything, but you're like, oh, I just shot a firework at my house. You're like, you're stupid, but like we're gonna come and help. Like, you know, I don't know the protocol there.
Well, apparently
If
the
you watch the
firefighters were
clip-
called because of the smoke in the room coming out of the house.
That makes sense.
Oh,
yeah.
he didn't call the firefighters.
If you watch the clip, it doesn't look like that was the outcome that they were expecting. I don't know what they were expecting exactly, but I'm sure that they weren't intentionally trying to burn their mom's house down. I feel like they're just like probably young and dumb and made a dumb mistake.
I agree.
A firefighter.
Yeah, how old is this guy? You know?
I mean, that's
I think he's a kid.
Like I think the PSA to be out like, hey, if you ever attempt something like this, anyone ever, like it's the first time someone's done that, right? So a PSA for everyone on the platforms, hey, if you ever attempt something like this, you will be banned. That's one thing. But would I ban this guy for being the first guy to do it? Probably not.
He's 17.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He seems like he's 17.
That makes it a lot different.
And that's
makes
like
it a lot
he's 17.
different. Yeah,
it adds up.
He does.
I was
as soon as I watched it, I was like, he looks like a kid. Yeah.
If I was if I was like in YouTube's like shoes, I would suspend them for doing that, honestly. But
Yeah, I think a suspension probably, but not a full ban.
Yeah, not a
kind of
full ban.
like smack the top of his hands, show everyone that saw that. Well, at least the younger kids. If you're fucking old and
can't do
stupid
it.
and you do that, but if you're 14, you're like, hey, I want to go viral too. Let me do it. It's just gonna enable everything, you know.
Is he banned?
I agree with that.
I wonder what his mom thought of that, you know, like
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He's
and while
probably so
fireworks
grounded.
like fireworks are kind of expensive, but not enough to where it's like not accessible for a lot of people to be able
I believe
to do
it was
it.
$12
You know?
for Pikachu, if I'm not mistaken.
$12.
$12
How
surprise
do you know
down, nice.
And get like millions of
How do you
views.
know that?
Like,
Yeah.
Did you look
go
up the
viral.
It's online shopping.
Clearly, Chris.
What happened?
Chris is a firework connoisseur
Chris,
and
are you
therefore
Googling
knows the
how to
value.
light your room on fire?
No, I
that
just saw someone take a
Pikachu.
screenshot and say it was $12. I could be wrong, but that's what I saw.
I mean, Chris's room is on fire right now.
I was gonna
Clearly.
say, you have a fire behind you.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's from
Pikachu
Tesla. We put that on every single day.
Aw.
Yeah, that's
Price.
from Tesla. So
Yeah, you have a fire. We all have.
It's
Pikachu.
$10, guys,
Yeah.
in case you're wondering. It's called Pika Pika Boom Wow.
I would buy one of those for
Did
$12.
it go off?
Why
Did
would you
his
let that in your house? What were you expecting to happen?
Pikachu too.
Whenever you
Oh,
first said
there's
that, I
a
thought you meant
viral.
you put it like inside of a Pikachu doll or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It kind of
Yeah.
is.
That would be probably way worse, I would bet. Because that'd probably be like immediate fire.
Yeah, I wonder what it's made out of. Doesn't say.
I don't know, but I saw another video of it that was somebody using it like properly outside and it shot like,
It's like just a
very far in the
fountain.
air. Yeah,
Oh, did it?
fountain. Yeah, but I don't know if all of them would do that because I feel like half the fireworks, like sometimes they're not as good as like other ones. So maybe he just got lucky
Yeah.
that it didn't burn his house down.
Seriously.
You know what? I
he
gotta
was
give
sitting
him
on top
credit
of
for
the
even.
fireworks.
Yeah, I gotta give him
Yeah.
credit for even going back in there and grabbing it with his bare hands and throwing it outside. How?
Wait, he did that? I
Honestly.
didn't see that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, he throws
Yeah,
it.
well, you didn't watch
He
it.
throws it.
I tried watching it all, but it was just
I watched
smoky
half
and
of it.
the firefighters were there.
Yeah, it jumps. It goes from him, it's spinning to just the firefighter.
Okay, let me
clip.
That's why when it falls off the bed.
Maybe you gotta
I don't
watch
know.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh,
It's
here
on
it
the
is.
ground.
Oh, he jumps
God.
on the bed. Hang on, I'm
Yeah.
watching it now.
Yeah.
Did he runs away again. It's going crazy. No, he looks He's on a screen.
Oh. Why did he's
That's
grabbing the
intense.
box of fireworks?
Isn't it in TOS that if you do
it
something
starts-
on stream that's
he didn't grab
endangering
it.
yourself or others,
Guys,
that
he didn't grab
is
it.
like a suspension or something? Isn't that in
Twitch is-
TOS?
But Twitch is different than
That's on
YouTube.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube
This is on
I don't know
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube live.
And I
People
just
do
watched
dumb shit all the
that.
time on YouTube, I feel like.
Yeah.
I just watched that and he didn't grab the firework. He jumped on the bed and tried to grab it, then jumped off. It started spiraling out of control, like spinning and going in all directions, and it popped off the bed. So I don't know what happens after that. It's off.
No,
camera.
he grabs it. Wait, let me hold on.
Not in this and not in this.
Yeah,
video.
no, yeah. Well, the one I'm watching, he literally
Go
grabs
ahead.
it with this.
I mean, it was a
just-
live stream, so it was
Wow.
probably like hours, like.
You think he did it
content.
twice? You think he uploaded like 2 videos?
No, I'm saying like it fell off the bed, but then like maybe like that
Oh, then
clip
he
is
grabbed it.
cropped.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying like it because it's
Okay.
whoever's
'Cause it
putting it on
definitely-
YouTube probably cropped it.
Yeah, I put
It
in
doesn't
just-
matter. They don't need to ban him.
Hand or something.
Yeah.
His
Sure,
mom's
I don't
gonna
see it.
His mom probably killed him.
Yeah, his
Oh, I
mom's
do see
probably
his
like, you're not
grandma
going
for the rest
live
of his
ever
life.
again.
You're right. Wow.
Yeah. He's no longer alive. His mom has murdered him.
His mom unalived him. Real
His
bad.
mom was like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know if
You
you
guys
can
are
hear it
right.
in the
It
back.
came at the very. It was so fast. He just went.
Could you imagine though that if the fireworks like lit all the other fireworks?
I think those are empty
Yeah.
boxes.
Did you guys
There's
see
no way that's full.
There was a trailer that blew up. Did you guys see that?
That was
From the same incident?
No, different person, but it was they set a firework. They did something stupid. It went off. The people were yelling, and there was a car next to it, and it blew up. I literally
saw
just saw this
that.
on my stream. Yeah,
I
it was
just saw that.
insane.
Yeah.
Hold on, where?
And
I
there was
can't
like
remember.
kids around too, right? Like
It was
right by the
scary.
fireworks.
Anything to go
Yeah.
It was
viral
like-
these
it was
days,
bad.
no.
Yeah,
They're just not safe. Not smart.
yeah. People don't think about it. Fireworks are scary, kind of.
Oh yeah, they're scared. I mean, our animals are scared of them. It makes sense. We should be too, to an extent. Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, you can easily get third-degree burn.
Well, there's
Not-
an NFL
It's not
player
uncommon that it happens.
that lost his fingers from fireworks.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. And he still plays in the NFL today. Actually, lost a couple of fingers and how to learn how to play without them.
Wait, what's his name?
His name is Jason Pierre-Paul.
I'm Canadian, but I was in Myrtle Beach one time on the 4th of July, and there was this child, like probably 7 years old, 6 years old. He had a firework gun and he was shooting it like straight on the beach, and there were just fireworks like exploding all over the beach. It was bad. We had to like run away from them. So
Yeah, but,
I
like,
don't know what
that's
the laws
what-
are in America, but we don't have those in Canada.
Yeah, and
It's,
then
like, not
him
even a
just showing
possibility.
that it's gonna
America.
help him blow up. So many stupid kids are gonna go and do the same thing. I would
Yeah.
definitely ban him. I'm a Karen though.
He was like
so-
with his parents. I was like, oh, so this is America.
Yeah.
This is
That's
America.
literally it. Welcome to the shit
Yeah,
show.
pretty much.
I think I was handed my first pack of firecrackers at like 6 years old. Like, here you go.
I think the only bad thing about if you ban it is the fact that like some people will do it just because they know they're gonna get banned. It'll be like on LSF and like it'll be like a bigger thing than if they just like did it and it didn't get banned. But I feel like sometimes it even goes more viral when it's a bannable offense. So I don't know how that factors in, but I don't know. Because kids are like, especially teenagers, are like crazy. Like I know teenagers that'll just like jump over fireworks and like aim them at each other and shit like that. Like, how do you stop them? They're just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't even do it to go viral. They just do it because they're kids.
They're not even filming it. They're just like, oh, this
Just
is
for fun,
so
yeah.
funny.
I think the age has a lot to do with it. And it's like, he should definitely get like some sort of timeout. But like, if he was like a 30-year-old guy doing it, then like maybe ban him.
But can you
like, he's
imagine
a-
the age of
Like
people?
you should have known
lobe-
better.
His
No, I
frontal
know,
lobe
but,
is
like,
not fully
But he's
developed
only
yet.
17,
kid.
so who's his audience? Like,
Yeah.
More
TikTok?
dumb kids.
Even
More
younger
dumb
than
kid.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think about all the dumb stuff you did when you were a kid. There just wasn't cameras to record.
I never
all
lit
of
a
it.
firework. I
True.
mean, I lit a sparkler in my bedroom before for a video on Vine, but
Okay, so you see,
What's the dumbest thing you've done as
so
a
you
kid?
can
It's the
relate.
same
Yeah.
thing.
dumb
Same
shit.
thing.
What's the dumbest thing you've done as a
Yeah, what's the
child?
dumbest thing
What's
you've
the
done as a
dumbest thing I've
kid?
ever done as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me?
Or teen, whatever. Mhm.
Just in general, I think that's a good question.
I mean, we all like TP'd people's houses, right? And egged them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No.
No.
I mean,
I did that.
Not all
I
of
did
us.
that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I definitely did that.
Who was it? Was like a
okay,
teacher you didn't like, or
We did
was
put
it-
ketchup and tampons
Random.
on someone's car once, but it was in retaliation. Okay, they started it
You put tampons on someone's car
with
I like
ketchup.
that.
It's expensive.
with ketchup. What?
Right? That is expensive.
You're the girl that you stay away from.
No, it was retaliation. They started it.
What did they do?
Okay, so you're the
They
one that
aged my
slashed
car.
the tires when you get broken up with.
No, I never.
They slashed
You
your
only
tire?
slash 3 out of the 4 because insurance covers it if you slash all 4.
Oh my god.
Facts.
Whoa.
Facts. I scratched somebody's
Joke, I've
hood
never
of their
slashed a
car up with a
I've never
rock
slashed a
once.
car. You did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
They deserve it. What they do?
they deserved it. Yeah, you know, they deserved
That's all I
it.
have to
But
ask,
you
if
know,
they deserved it.
That's wild. That's crazy.
I'm a walking red flag.
I was a girl.
Who said they're?
I love red.
Who said that? Who said they're a walking red flag? Ariana,
I don't
did
know.
you say that?
I'm not. Am I?
I did not say that, no. But I'm not a snitch either.
Is it bad that I picked on both of you?
No. Am I a walking red flag?
I plead the fifth, bro. I'm gonna have my own plead the fifth show
I love
soon.
you, Dragon.
Dragon
I
is
love
a
you.
walking red
I
flag.
love Dragon. No. You shut your
What
mouth.
is a red
Dragon.
flag about Dragon?
You shut your
She's a
face.
walking
Give
red
me one
highlighter.
red flag about
Exactly.
Dragon.
Wait,
I
like,
think
She's
it
a
was
walking
sweet. Actually,
purple
this is
flag.
sweet right now.
Anyways,
debatably green.
Anyways,
chaotic, but okay. Thank you so much for the 500 biddies. Keep up the great work. Yeah, we're talking about red flags. That's wonderful
It's
work.
here. That's one of my viewers. Hi, Chaotic. Sorry, I'm not
Yeah,
watching
let's cheer-
chat.
Let's go ahead and cheers to not lighting fireworks in our own
Cheers.
rooms. You know,
cheers.
cheers to that.
Never say never.
Work smarter, not harder.
I guess I did technically. It was a sparkler. I still have it. It's on Instagram.
So you're the one that inspired him. It's all you. It's your fault.
No.
He saw
fucking
you.
walked
And he could run. You're
Yes.
the blueprint.
Yup.
Sparklers aren't bad though.
I walked for a lot of people to run. There's a lot of trends I started that, it's okay though. It happens.
Oh, like what? Take credit.
Wait, you know my
Friday.
list. I want to know these things.
Like
Back
foot
in
fetish?
Friday.
Did you start
Whenever I
that?
swim in my
I
life,
did
I'm
not
like,
start
you know who
foot
invented this?
Why would I-
KurlyChris.
I
This was the
I don't
first foot
understand
fetish
this
ever.
but
There was
The first
no other
one ever.
foot fetish before
Acting like
Chris.
you don't.
I'm
This is the
telling you
first.
the
A
story.
single one.
Notes in my chat. And they're
Okay,
from
tell
Back
me
in my
what's
day.
committed before Chris.
Ass, dude.
So weird that I'm totally okay with guys who like feet because then you get like foot rubs and that's nice.
It's not a bad
Right?
thing.
As long as they're not weird about it, it's
Fucking
like
feet. It doesn't make any sense.
I tried to say
they like
this.
different when
they
they're
love
into it.
giving foot rubs, and so
You
you
don't
don't,
have to-
feel like bad for them
Pedicures
rubbing your
would be
feet
a win, right?
because they're getting some too by
Yeah.
rubbing it. I'm sorry, it's like both.
Goes both ways.
It goes both ways. Like
So
they enjoy it and you
win.
enjoy it,
I'm here
Go
for
ahead
it.
and,
You want to rub my feet? Go ahead.
right?
I feel like we're at
Probably
the
pay
strip
for your
club now.
stuff too.
All right, let's go ahead and do this next topic. This is a topic I asked a long time ago. Let's throw a timer on it. We have like 12 people on here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Timer. All right, so for this next topic, if you can go and live in any time era, what time era would you want to live in and why?
The future.
80s.
Okay, what part of it?
That's a good answer. Good
I
answer.
support that. Their music is hands down the best. The best.
Who?
I would probably say current day.
Yeah.
Like yesterday?
I don't
Or
think I would. I would just stay in this current time era. I feel like. I mean, there are other eras that I think would be really cool to live in, like maybe like through the '60s and like the Flower Child era. But I think like with like this era with like the technology and everything, it's moving so rapidly, and we're seeing like so many changes and so many different things within our lifetime. Like I remember getting my first computer ever, and now like not having a computer is like insane.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
true, actually.
True.
if I had to go in the past, it'd probably be the 90s because I like that music. I like the music from the 90s. I liked that. Wasn't it flip phones in the 90s or was that the early 2000s?
I think early.
Kind of early 2000s.
A little bit
Yeah,
of both.
early
Yeah,
2000s.
yeah, early
90s,
2000s.
90s they
Yeah.
had the brick.
They had pagers.
Flip phones were good because like you could still text people and call
The
people and all
Razor?
that shit, but you're not getting distracted. I say this as I'm in social media, but you know what I mean? You're not getting distracted
Yeah.
from social media because I spend hours and hours on shit I shouldn't be, you know? So yeah. late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I love the fashion.
These people.
I
love the
know.
fashion.
Right?
I wasn't a part of that
Honestly,
era. I was
hard.
a mere child, so I wish I was like a teenager during that.
You still
era,
act like a
you
child.
know?
It's kind of hard to answer though, because I feel like people romanticize every time period, but you don't get like the really awful stuff that comes with it. They're like, oh, the 70s sounds so good, but then there's like all these awful things, like all the like wars
All
and
the
stuff.
wars, all the protests.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like,
I feel
hard.
like really now anyway, so I mean,
Yeah, like are we going off aesthetics or like actual like what happened during there? Because
I would love to see the future. I think the future was really cool. If I could live forever, I would. I would like to think that, you know, the generation X and like the ones like after them, Gen Z, Generation Z and the ones after them are going to be much more progressive and open-minded. And I would love to see the future that they create.
Yeah.
So you can see everybody have underscores on their under their TwitchCon badges.
Yeah.
I'm changing mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm changing mine.
everyone making a handle for their baby.
It's just funny because like when I started as a content creator, nobody had underscores because people were just making content and like declaring their names on the internet. And then now I see periods and underscores, and then I see like these crazy wild names. So like in the future, I just like I don't know, like I see some crazy names. I'm like, you're gonna walk around public with that name on your badge, and it's like suck my dong 45 underscore. I'm like, what the hell?
You gotta be more creative.
numbers.
Yeah, everything's taken. You know.
Did you guys know that the next generation is called Generation Alpha in 2010?
Yeah, like, what's with that?
Is it gonna be beta?
That's kind of a boss name. Like that's kind of
Way
awesome.
more than the rest of us. I mean,
I
There's
I'm
have
millennial.
iPads and smartphones now. They're going to be very technologically advanced. They deserve to be alpha.
yeah. I wonder
The
what's
thing
after
is, though, sometimes I wonder, we're like a little bit behind. I feel like the States, they do that whole thing where the companies like hold off on releasing like new technology, even though they already know it, because they want to like have it in the shoot. And then you look at other countries and they're so much more advanced than we are because they're trying to like win the race. And we're just so cocky about ourselves.
Right, you know,
We think we're so capitalism, cool. baby.
They just don't care, and so they're like holding it back. Can we move on? We got cool technology in other places. I would like to have it here, please. Thank you.
Like,
We're number one.
TikToks where they like have their whole house is like super technological.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my gosh, yes, and it's
all
like
of that.
we can't even buy any of that stuff
The
here.
game
Let's like
chair.
do it ourselves.
Their game chair like spins
So
back
cool.
to the ceiling. The computer's in front of you, and you just like twist
love
and
it.
play, and it's just that's
There's
a
other
dream.
countries where they don't use fucking keys anymore. Everything's a keypad entry, and it's like you just have to get the code. There are like countries where where everybody just has a keypad entry to their home, and it's
Yeah.
easy peasy. You need someone to go over, you just tell them your code, and you can change it if you want. And it's like,
That is pretty
why do we
cool.
not have that yet?
Keys.
Come on, guys! Like, can we speed it
They
up?
want us to suffer.
Can you imagine giving out your door code on Tinder? Hey, come over tonight. 46732.
I saw that episode on Law and Order.
What's your code, Chris? 46732.
I don't like
just
the
made that up.
keypad. Because
What if they
like,
had
there's
a
some
Sure you
people I
did.
wouldn't want to know my keypad. Like at one point in time, sure, maybe we're cool. They can know my keypad, but then after a while, I'm like, shit. They
But you
know.
can change
A
it.
way that they
Yeah.
can
You
change
Change it. You
What if
change
there's
that,
like a
bitch.
button that says like your temporary
Right.
code 1, your temporary code 2, and it like tells you, then you like give it out, and then it can either change randomly the next day, or you like give it to people you don't want, and then you like never have it set to that. So if someone tried to come over who had that code, it wouldn't work because like it's back to your like reset normal code. You know?
Okay,
See, that's
I didn't think
cool.
about
That's
that.
actually a good
Well,
idea.
that is
There's some
you
people
can
who
do
like
it.
it.
Clever.
Okay.
Clever.
I like it.
That's coming out next year, probably.
It's not coming out anywhere. They
I
don't
mean,
have it around here.
They're too slow, so I guess I'll make it first, you know?
So slow.
Like I know some people that are like very rich that have like keypads, which essentially like you can have infinite codes. And so like you can literally track like who's coming in and who's coming out because they have an individual code assigned to like one person, which is like insane. Yeah, which I
it's
don't
pretty
know how
cool.
you
That's
get
what I
that.
have
But
in
then
my
if you found out
house.
somebody else's
Yeah,
code, you could technically
really
like,
cool.
steal their identity, like stealing by going in their house, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my old apartment complex had that on the front door. Each individual apartment would have their own
Yeah.
code. So that way, if like there was like a burglar or something, they
Like a
could
gate
check
code.
which codes were exactly which codes
Yeah.
were used to get into the building.
Yeah.
I can't wait until I have a QR code in my wrist, and I can just like. Ching,
That would be so cool.
No, but have you guys seen that? That is actually a thing where there's like a chip or something in the wrist, and you can open safes and shit like that.
Like
yeah, that's actually a thing.
Oh, they already have it now.
Because they'll do it for IDs too. Isn't that's like a futuristic thing? But you have your ID and your chip. So the idea is you can just scan your wrist.
I didn't see that.
I read too many novels, but like that was the thing. But that would be really cool, right? Like you go to the airport, you don't have to go through your shit. You just scan your wrist.
That'd be awesome. An ID, a personal ID, just.
It's like cool and also scary because it's like a control thing, right? It's like attached to you, so it's kind of terrifying, but also.
But you still have to memorize your social security code. Like that's annoying.
It's kind of giving me like Idiocracy vibes. Like they could like see it or scan you like anywhere you are, know where you are. You can get away from the fucking government.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. No, that was so in the book I read. They had to cut them out and take them out. So it could be bad if you're trying to get away from the government. Yeah.
Now they have like no surgeries.
I mean, we're all same.
Yeah.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's go back to the original topic with Era. Like, what time Era would you go? Why?
As someone who just recently went to her first Ren fair at the Renaissance, it looked like fun. I had a really good time.
I
was gonna say that too. But I was
a really good time.
The whole sword thing, that's real.
It was so cool. I love the Ren fair. They have mead. I saw an old guy with elf ears. I lost my shit. It was so much fun.
Mead is so good.
Oh, so good.
But you don't think it'd be more fun to live in this era to go into that type where you can be in the Renaissance and then come back out of it instead of just being stuck in it all the time?
I think if I didn't know this era, I would enjoy the Renaissance. But because I know this era, it might be hard. Yes.
There's no like showers and all that stuff too, right? There's no like.
I think I would live with that. I would swim in a lake and the lake wouldn't be polluted. I could be like a freaking mermaid fae thing. Shut up, Chris. I like fantasy. Leave me alone.
If fantasy creatures were real, absolutely Renfest. But now, like if they're real, then absolutely then.
Yeah.
100%.
Who's to say they aren't?
A day in that time, unfortunately. I would like to. I don't think I'd last a day. I think I'd be killed off by like just being a woman, honestly. Like I think I would just die.
Just being a woman. I know they don't like women there.
They don't. They didn't.
They didn't like women. That was the hard part.
I can't swim in the lake. I would be, put to jail or called a witch at that point, probably. So,
dude, but isn't there an era where witches were like a cool, like chill? When was that era? There was an era where like you could be a witch and that was a thing.
I want to go to
I don't think that was ever a thing. Yeah,
it was
I think it depends on.
No, it was never a thing. It just depends. It was before. Okay, this isn't a shit on any like religion, but before Christianity took over, paganism was like fully accepted in certain areas, and they were cool with it.
The country?
It was all Gucci.
Depends on where you live,
like
too.
over in Ireland and shit.
Or even in New Orleans, like you could be like voodoo and like Haitian, like, and it wasn't like it wasn't a big thing.
Yeah, they went to shops and like got medicine and shit. I want to be in that era before it got taken over, and I want to be like a medicine lady witch.
Yeah,
please.
Haitian voodoo.
That's what I want.
I know.
It's valid.
Thanks.
Christina, what about you? Would you go into an era where it's like dinosaurs in the water and stuff?
No.
That's terrifying.
As long as if I'm not stuck in that era, I agree with Daisy with the 90s because of the music. I really like grunge 90s. And the aesthetic. But I also agree with Sunny. I think with technology and especially like streaming and video games, I don't think I can like not be without gaming and all of that. And with like my profession, I really like.
You have me gaming.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have jobs, guys.
I wouldn't want to be. And then with all the music that like comes from like the 60s, the 80s, and 90s, I still can listen to it now and appreciate it. But if it's just like a quick visit, like a little time traveling, I'll go to the 90s, go to a few concerts, and come back.
That's crazy. I'm a 90s baby, so I'm like
me too.
really
But
90s baby, and I was just thinking about this the other day, and I don't want to be biased and stuff, but I feel like 90s was a good time era in the sense of technology coming out. And it was still a balance of going outside and socializing with people. And
that's what I was
Yeah.
Because now I'm like this all day. Like I'm gonna get a hunchback. Like my neck probably is already. Yeah, it's already.
It's called nerd neck, and I have it
like
too.
I have a gamer neck.
It's called.
What's
it's a
a gamer
condition.
neck?
Called,
I'm all
it's a
nervous now.
condition. It's called nerd neck, and it's when your neck is supposed to be curved like how when you crawl as a toddler, it's supposed to be curved this way. Because we're on our phones and on our computers, it starts to curve the other way, and it's called nerd neck. And I have it too.
I thought that was something very different.
Tell me.
No, it's.
I
thought that was
bend
This is
in
just
our
normal.
finger from holding phones.
Yeah, it hurts your ulnar nerve or whatever, right?
My poor pinkies.
Oh my God, Daisy.
I think
Daisy.
It's like bad on your
I
wrist.
think I might have been born like
Don't
this.
like
I don't
each
know.
other.
No, mine were always crooked though.
Were yours always like that?
Yeah,
Daisy?
I wanna.
I don't know. See, the thing
Mine
is, I
is
don't know.
Mine
One
is that
day,
bad.
Can you put
Mine
them
are
together or no?
Put them like this because
Like, can you put the top
fingers
together
usually
or no?
like
Okay.
fit together.
Oh yeah, and you can't. Okay.
Mine aren't that
like,
bad.
I don't know why they're like this.
Oh
But I
my god.
feel like
your
my phone
phone.
doesn't help.
You never
Well,
broke
this
your
is why I hold my
pinkies like
phone.
as a kid?
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
do.
me
It's
too.
bad because they're still fucking
I
massive.
hope
You
like
have
that,
to.
Yeah.
So I think I was born with it, but this bend is way worse
What
than the other
fuck?
finger.
Wait, hold on. Let me full screen that shit.
You're
What's
just now
wrong with your
penis.
pinkies?
Whoa.
No, like okay,
Hey,
no, this bend is
This is
normal,
not-
kind
What?
of, but then
You
this
do
bend's
it.
really extreme.
It looks like a
this
90s
Are your other
boomerang.
They
fingers?
just don't like each other.
They usually
It's okay.
curve
You heard it
towards
when
the
you were
other
a baby.
fingers.
Each other, I don't know.
They don't hurt?
Daisy,
Yeah,
your-
you could
your
have
other
heard it
fingers
when you were a
fine?
baby.
Did you play sports?
I played soccer. And
did your
that's
hand
about
get
it.
hit by the ball or something?
No.
Did you play European
A lot.
soccer?
Crazy.
No. Okay,
Does it
but
mean,
I
like,
do think my
Sybil or
phone
anything
made this
cool?
one more
Like-
bent.
That's
like, look at this.
crazy, dude.
Huh.
And then if I sit on my phone, like, it does sit like that.
I mean,
Oh.
at least you have a
This is-
forever
I don't
phone
know.
holder.
I know, it's so comfy.
built in.
Time out. Let me see what my pinkies
My toes look like that.
Your toes look like
Your
Wait.
toes?
I
Yeah, I
wanna
have
actually
like
just
I
show you
have like a
feet.
space
fine.
where like it's like a built-in sandal, you
The
know?
only thing that's fucked up is this finger because of basketball. My fingers are fucked up from basketball.
Did you break them or no?
Just from jamming, constantly jamming your fingers while you play basketball over the years.
Sprained finger right now.
So
This little guy, this little birdie. Yeah.
Wait, Haunted Youth, you have a D&D show?
I do. Yeah. Every Sunday. If you want to come, if you ever want to be a guest, if any of you guys want a guest spot,
I do.
Absolutely. You can. You can cosplay. You can do whatever you want.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
but literally message me. I'm serious. I would love
Yeah,
for y'all to
message
be
me.
on. Like, I'm not the
schedule's clear.
DM, but my DM is awesome. He's one of my really good friends. So if you guys ever want a guest spot or whatever, I can let you guys know when we do. Like, hell yeah. Okay, this was my first session that I did, but I freaking love it. So yes, y'all just let me know because I'm ready. Ariana, I got you, girl.
He's so excited.
I'm adding you on Discord now.
You guys
I
got me
already
right
have you.
now.
If I don't already have you, I'm adding you
ready.
now.
You're already twinning right now. You have to.
We would literally
Yeah,
love to
right?
have you. Like, actually.
I
And we
would
want to
cry, I
do
want.
we want to do one shot soon too if anybody's interested. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I think we're gonna do that. I'll let you know. I think we're doing it the next 2 weeks. So I'll message you guys and let you know. Yes, girl. God, I'm so excited.
DM them.
I'm so excited.
My DMs
Yes.
are open for you.
All right.
So excited.
Which sorry, we can't get over your pinkies.
Yes.
Scummy was laughing about it too.
I'm
Dude.
sorry.
Dude. Like, I hope they're okay. Like, I don't know if they hurt.
You
or
hold my
whatever.
pinkies. I hope my camera's okay. Why can't
We need
I,
to like have a
stand
fun for Daisy's chiropractor.
Oh, you just turn your Zoom camera
She'll just
off
crack them back
and then turn it back on, and mine fixed.
Boom.
She's gonna
Just
turn
turn
it
your
off and the
camera
whole
off.
thing's gonna never reset.
No. Like if you go
No,
go to your
Zoom.
picture and just hit hi or stop video and then turn it back on really quick. That fixed mine earlier.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Peach, you
Zoom
ready?
cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
Here's the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most ridiculous thing you've ever had to deal with at work?
A girl boner.
Girl boner.
Ooh. Yours
Why
or
did
someone
you have
else's?
a girl boner? Explain your answers, Peach.
No, for real though. Like, wait, can you repeat the question? Was it the most stupidest thing that you've ever had to deal
What
with?
is the most ridiculous thing you've ever had to deal with at work?
Yeah, no, it's literally just being horny as shit because I just didn't want to work. I just wanted to smash. And I worked with the person that was like instigating it, so it was just very hard.
Where were you working?
Yeah.
What was your job at the time when this happened?
Naughty girl.
Where?
Like my position?
Yeah.
I was a front desk associate at Home Depot.
What?
What?
You be getting freaky at Home Depot?
Go to do this.
Oh, it's not a
There's
deal
like Bed Bath & Beyond where there's like a Beyond or something. Like,
Wait, what was your question?
is there like a Bed Bath & Beyond where like they have
Where there's a Beyond? No,
like,
there's
is
just
there
the
a Home
manager's
Depot Beyond?
office and a desk.
You were
No, there was
being
just
at a
meeting.
Home Depot?
Oh my god.
Chris, yes. That
It'd
is
be
how
like
I got
that.
the supervisor position.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Honestly, proud.
Okay,
This sounds so juicy.
Work it.
he was very attractive. You guys, I'm 6 feet tall. He was 6'7", like facial hair, nice hair. He was 30. I was 21. I was like, oh, older men. Yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, we would be in meetings and stuff, and he would be like sexting me, and I'd be sexting back, and that was literally like the hardest thing because I just couldn't focus on my work. But I got promoted anyway. So
Did he specialize in the power drill section?
yes, he did.
Yo.
Yo, get some red flags in the chat.
I mean, you're 6 foot and he's 6'7". It's hard to find a man that tall. So
No, it
like,
was. And
you
then,
were
like-
probably lusting hard.
I was.
Girl, you gotta go for that. That's a
That
good
is
shot.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
You are tall, sir, and so am I. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh my
In the good section. No one gonna be there.
Right here. So like whatever is taller than that, great, have a fun time.
Ask-
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Hilarious.
What was the name of the manager? Do you remember? Like the first name?
William.
Should think about it though.
William.
Like, where's the
Well, we called him
Caribbean?
Will, but
Dear
his name was William.
Will.
William.
And like everybody in the store, I think it actually was a really big thing. Like HR called me and he almost got fired and stuff. But like everyone in the store even shipped that shit. So
That's crazy.
Wait, how did HR get involved then?
Yeah.
Did someone tell
you
you?
could
They
tell.
tattled.
Well, I mean, he was my like direct manager, so it's just against policy and stuff like that.
them
And
in
like
order for
I
them to,
literally got promoted because I was sleeping with the manager. So it was a sticky situation, even though we looked cute as fuck together.
Did you get fired or did you guys date?
No. I got promoted. I moved stores.
Okay. That's the way I do it.
Once I
That's
moved
exactly
stores,
what
I
do.
found out that he was later proposing to his baby mama. But like I said, sticky situation. I had no
Jeez,
idea.
This is such a
I
story
didn't
with
know.
so many turns.
a
I'm
red
very
flag.
invested in this.
Things were right.
Wow.
Fucking Will.
Will.
Dang it, Will.
From the Home Depot. God damn.
God.
He was playing.
Where
No, he's
is
got
he?
3 baby mamas.
Where is he?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
go with him.
I met the baby mama at the Christmas party, and like she knows, she knew.
Saucy.
Yeah, it was very
so
saucy.
She knew that you two were
She
together.
knew that he was a piece of shit, but he made a lot of money. She allowed it. She even told him, like, out of all the girls that you work with, I'm glad you chose her because she's the prettiest out of the ones in the store. So
was
it's
it-
like,
God.
Was it like an open? Well, if it was an open relationship, but it's not
Doesn't
cool that he didn't tell
Sounds
you.
like toxic.
right, the dynamic
makes you
was
feel
so
bad.
weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
and
feel.
I'm not into anything.
I don't
want
wanna
to
sound like a
because I have baby mama
bitch.
too, but YOLO.
But like, I don't feel bad if you decide to do that in your relationship. If it was my relationship and I'm going to do that, yes, that's bad on me. But if you choose not to tell me, I'm not going to feel bad.
Well, if you didn't want to
yeah,
date him,
you
it's
don't-
not
you
a big
didn't
deal.
know.
But if
You
you
don't
were
have a
like
reason to
into
know that.
him like that,
Exactly.
it could
Would you have known?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Intense.
Yeah, so that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever dealt with.
Damn. All right.
I don't think
Well,
any of us could.
No one's gonna
Yeah,
top
nothing
that.
I'm gonna say
Like,
is gonna top that.
It's okay. You
Nothing
don't need
to
to
talk
talk.
Stalker that I worked with.
So it's fine.
Will.
What is the
I
most
had a
ridiculous
stalker
thing
that
you've
I
ever
worked
had?
with.
Oh,
Stalker.
Who had a
I worked at this
stalker?
like I worked at this like really nice restaurant. I've been in the service industry forever, so I've dealt with like a lot of shit. But I think the worst thing is there was this guy and he was like beautiful. He was so fine. And so like I flirted with him and I thought it was like not a big deal, but he got weird. He got really weird. And like as a server, like you have to be like super friendly with your tables and stuff. And he would like go to the tables and like threaten them if they talked to me too much. If anyone ever like left me their phone number or anything, he would run over and crumple it up and throw it away. And I had to tell him, like, I'm not your girlfriend. Like, you know, like, this is weird. You got to stop. He would call me and message me on my social media all the time. He's shown up to my streams a couple times. They had to fire him. And he showed up to work after the fact and would be, like, super intoxicated and would, like, go around looking for me. Somebody had to, like, walk me to and from the train station because it's New York City, you know. It got weird. And then, like, whenever, like, new guys got hired at the restaurant, he would like intimidate them. It got really weird. Like to this day, like he probably watches my streams.
He was a regular or he was a coworker?
Well,
Not
he
that
was
it
my
makes it any
coworker.
better, but
He was my coworker. One day he drew a picture of me and brought it into me for Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh, like you know, like nice gesture, but like it was super strange. So that's why like the internet in general, I'm very paranoid about it because I've had like a stalker situation with somebody that I worked with. So like I don't know.
Did he ever get like fired or?
Yeah, he got fired, but he still would show up drunk.
Oh,
I know.
that's
I think coworkers
majorly
that feel entitled because they're your coworker are the worst parts. Like I'll deal with an angry customer up and down all day, but just because I work with you and you think you're entitled to know more about me outside of work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Or people that think you have to be friends just because you work together. You're like, we don't have to hang out outside
this
of work.
stops once I clock out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and there's so many coworkers who like think that you'll be into them and they just like actively flirt and then they just try to be more than coworkers and you're like, there's literally a line
Okay.
here.
I mean, girls definitely lead you on to that point to feel that way most of the time.
Not much,
I think generalize,
When you
you
spend a ton
know.
of time together, it makes sense. But like, there's also like, you can also shoot people down really nicely, and like they just don't take the hint. Like,
yeah,
I had an ex
Shot
coworker
that
message
guy
me this
down
week, and I just
multiple
blocked him. I was like, the frack.
He was just crazy. Clearly, he was like showing up at your work drunk. Like he had to be insane.
Drunk and stalker is a little different, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like
feel
there's
like-
people like that.
I feel like there's this level though where it's like girls will be friendly and then guys think that you're leading them on, but if you come on to me, you should notice my change in behavior. Because if I'm being friendly to you and all of a sudden you start to be like sexual or whatever, my behavior will change if I'm not into it. And at that point it's no longer leading you on.
It's
You
definitely
should
the
notice that I am now
100%.
uncomfortable.
On that
that's
note,
on the internet
too.
Yeah. On that note, there's always like a list of things that I could have said in response to what you said. Like, oh my God, yeah, I'd love to hang out with you. Oh my God, yeah, I'd love to one-on-one time with you. Like all these other options I could have reacted with. And I'm always like, what was my reaction? It was the lowest of the low, the most friendliest, civil like answer. Like if I could have said 20 things, but I said this, you can't take that any other way. Like you've got to know I could have been into that more than that was. You know what I mean?
I feel like sometimes they still take it wrong.
Yeah,
they
like
usually
some
do.
people don't understand social cues.
I wish guys would understand nonverbal communication because I think women tend to read into nonverbal a little bit more. We read maybe it's just me, but my mom has always had antennas, and she always talks about her antennas, and I think I inherited that, right? So you look at the way people's facial expressions are and their body language and like try and analyze what they're thinking, and that can be an issue too. It can cause like anxiety, but the reality is if someone looks like they're uncomfortable, we read into it, right? And we go, okay, that's not what it was. I feel like guys don't always do that. I mean, some do, but some, it's like they don't read into when you're uncomfortable, when you're shying away, and you're like, please stop. I'm not interested in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I like look at a guy for longer than like maybe 0.1 second, he's like, oh,
You time it?
it?
Yo, I had
No,
the craziest. Oh no.
They're always like, but you initiated this like interaction. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm just analyzing everyone.
You're
in
just
this room
trying
right
to
now,
like
and you caught me
respond to
looking
it.
at you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then another problem is, I don't know how to. What's the word? Like not stand up for myself, but confrontation. I'm really bad at that. So I kind of giggle everything off, even if I'm super uncomfortable with you. I'll be like, Even though I'm like, get me out of this, I want to die, you know? And so I feel like girls, like you said, Ari, girls can pick up on that change in demeanor and everything, but guys, they're like, she wants me. She wants me, you know? It's just
like avoid.
You have to be very direct.
Yeah.
I've learned that. I work at a sneaker store, so it's mainly like men or like 20-year-old men, that kind of thing. And the amount of times I just have to be very direct and be like, no, thank you. No. Like, I can't be Mrs. Nice anymore. I just have to tell them how it is.
No, I feel that. Somebody
Honestly,
offered to buy me a drink at a bar.
Send you this.
A lot of guys, I have a lot of guy friends, obviously, well, real friends as well. But whenever I'm with my boys, and there's some boys who do it more than others, where, like they'll look at, a girl will look at them for 1 second, or they'll have a simple conversation, and they'll look at me, and obviously they'll talk shit to me because they're like, my friend and all, they're like, dude, she totally wants me. She
wants me.
She wants me. And I'm just like, you guys just talk. It's not that big of a deal. You all just talked. It's like not that big of a deal. She's looked at you, whatever. Like, it happens. I think a lot of guys are like that. They don't pick up on social cues or like expressions. They think every girl wants them just when they give them that slight.
Has she pushed her boobs against you? Because that used to be my thing. If I wanted someone, I would put my hand on their arm and push my boobs up against. That
or I'll touch you. If I want you, I'll do something.
She doesn't want you.
Or obvious.
Even platonically.
Like me, yeah.
You do that platonically?
Chris, I sent you a
I'm platonically very touchy. Like,
do you agree with this?
I'm like the
last week or something.
I have a sister who's super touchy too, and she's just
I like the whole hands.
Some people are.
Some people are touchy.
You can see though, if they're super touchy, you'll see it happen with every other person. You'll notice they're super touchy. You can't take that personally. It's like if you do think it's personal, like if they are a super touchy person, you're gonna seriously not see them touch anybody else. Like that's unrealistic for a person of that nature. So like at the end of the day, it's on you and your observations.
And if you work with them, you're gonna know.
There's a difference between touching and like pushing boobs and leaning.
Yeah,
right. My thing is like
if knock someone over, so
you're gonna get a guy. You're gonna get a guy, and he's gonna say, "Well, when she walked past me, she put her boobs against me, so I thought it was okay." Like we can't say that.
No, I know.
Because then they're gonna just rebuttal that. I don't know. Like, I think you just have to be straightforward. Somebody said, "Oh, can I buy you a drink at a bar?" I said, "Yeah, you can, but I'm not going to talk to you after this because I would like to go sit down." He said, "Okay." He bought me the drink. I went and sat down. He then came and said, "Can I sit with you?" And I said, "No." Like,
I just
don't get it.
I don't know if this makes me a bad person, but when men buy me drinks at the bar, normally I'll do it more so if they're like an old man. I'm like, you shouldn't even be talking to me right now. I'll take the shot. I'll be like, cheers. Take the shot, and then I'll act like I have to puke. I'm like, oh no, that went down the wrong way. I sprint to the bathroom.
You're a fucking legend, girl. You're a legend.
It sucks that you even feel like you have to do that.
Yeah, and then
it does.
Bye.
It has worked every single time. Act like you have to puke after like a bad shot. Go and run, and then they don't take it personally.
You in the club like 5 minutes later, like dancing your booty.
Yeah, and then 5 minutes later,
who are you?
You're like, I took the puke. It's fine. I'm good now.
I can't do that.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like straight up about it. I'm just like, hey, like, I'm just like, I mean, you can. You don't have to, but you can. Like, that's not gonna promise anything.
I'm taking this.
They're like, oh, sure, no, I just want to, talk for a second. I'm like, you got a few minutes, like, I'll time you. But that's about it. Like, and then I'm like, well, with my friends, so if you're buying me a drink, you got to buy her a drink. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, okay. So,
See, it turns into like long, boring conversation. I can't get out of conversations. I'm bad at that. So I have to like fake scenarios.
You hate confrontation. I'll be your backbone.
I hate it so much.
Anytime. If you need to tell someone off, just let me know. Like, I'll slide to the DMs. Got you.
But even when like you go out with the person and they're buying you drinks and all that, then they expect further, and it's like, oh, like you're gonna sleep with. I went out with a dude that I met on Tinder, and his friend, and he got a table, he got bottles, and the entire night he was talking about like for me and like the guys.
Okay.
But it was like two dudes, and the entire night he kept like talking about us like sleeping together, and I was like, like, I don't know, like we'll have to see, we'll have to see. Exactly. I'm like, especially him like mentioning it so many times, it was turning me off.
Creepy.
Oh
my.
my.
Gross.
And
we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to think about it. Like, we're already thinking about it if we want it. So
like,
just
natural.
Later do
Is
it or
there an
don't.
incident at work that pertains to this?
No, but I do have an incident after
like to
this.
hear.
But basically, he was guilting me at the end of the night, like, oh, like, I'm really sad that like you wanted to go home. He's like, really, I mean, I'll walk you home, but like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't. It's my last night here. Come on,
Always
please,
drive to a
please.
first
Chris, I got a
date,
story,
and you'll
a
never
work
have
story
a
for you
pick-me-up,
that
ever.
Gross, man.
Guys should know that if
I have
you
a work
are
story that connects to
coercing
this
someone, it's
current
not
topic right
consent.
now.
Same, yeah.
Like, if you have to convince someone to sleep with you, it's not consensual, and you
No.
shouldn't do that.
I work in the restaurant industry, so I don't really have a lot to say. Everybody touches each other and does sexual harassment nonstop. So there's really
Really? You have to deal with
Yeah,
that a lot?
terrible.
in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, all the
Constant.
time.
Yeah.
Guys and girls, both ways.
Facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even in retail, though, like I've had my butt grabbed.
By like a coworker or a customer?
Yeah, by a coworker, and because
Yeah.
like we were not friends. We weren't even friends, but I was
Acquaintances.
nice to him. I
Oh,
wasn't leading
God.
him on or anything. And then he thought he had a girlfriend, by the way, and he was like, "Nice ass." And then he came by and like smacked it, and I was like, "Nah, that did not just happen. That did not just happen."
Right?
He was like 20. He was way older than me at the time too. I was like, "This, yikes."
I got a super fat ass, so my ass always got slapped in the restaurant industry. So I was
Yeah,
kind of
you
used
like
to it though,
that.
because I played basketball. So like whenever
Did
I
you?
scored,
But being used to it doesn't mean that it's good.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
Right?
I just
'Cause-
like I played basketball, so like whenever you score something, like you would get slapped
It's a
in the
thing
ass.
for guys on a team, yeah. But what
Yeah.
about like in the industry? Was it different when you were like working and like
I
were
mean,
you caught off guard or
I got a
like?
super fat ass, so like girls wanted to grab it all the time.
Hey, Chris
I mean,
got that
some
bubble
girls-
butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it okay.
Yeah,
You know?
even if
Yeah.
you're used to
So
it.
creepy.
Yeah,
You know what
just-
I'm used to is being in a club, being anywhere, walking by someone in a crowd is specifically, sorry guys, I know there are amazing guys out there. Ant, I know you're a great dude. But there are some guys who
Leave
just
me out of it.
always have to touch
Chris,
you.
you
Oh,
suck.
sorry, Chris.
I know what you're
Chris,
saying.
you're
Not a
included.
great dude.
Chris,
Chris, you're not a great dude.
can we get another drink?
Chris likes his butt green grab, so it might be different for this one that he leaves. But when
Chris-
guys walk by you and they like have to touch your waist and they like grab it as they walk by, I get so pissed off. I'm like, there was plenty of room. Even if there wasn't, I'm gonna hit you and like it's gonna be an accident. But I'm not over here grabbing your like crotch as I like move by. Like it's never a thing that I'm thinking about. So like, don't touch me. You can do it privately. You can walk by on either side. You can accidentally brush. And it's very different than like grabbing me to like route me where you need me to go. Like it's just so annoying from total strangers. What's your guys' opinion on that?
Disgusting.
So
And
that
unnecessary.
kind of ties in
Yeah.
to, I mean, we're talking about something that just happens to tie into everything that I want to think about. So I was a Home Depot manager while I was also an exotic dancer. The two places were about an hour away from each other, so you kind of saw some traffic in the same spots. While I was working at Home Depot, we had our usual suspects that would come in and steal shit. I happened to work the front end, so it was my job to stop him. And as I'm helping him check out, it's not like, hey, you're stealing. Like, that's not what you do. It's like, oh, let me help scan this thing that you clearly forgot to scan and stuff like that. He assaulted me. He like punched me in the arm and then spit in my face. Yeah,
He
it was
spit in
insane.
your face?
He spit in my face. He was probably like
Are they
6'4".
Oh my
Home
god.
Depot?
I'm playing with you, Peach.
Always. I can get you hired, Chris.
No, I'm joking. I don't want to get spit in the face. That's fucked up.
But yeah, he spit me in the face. He ended up getting kicked out of the store. Wasn't allowed to go there anymore. A month later, I saw him in my club. I'm dancing on the pole, and he walks in, starts throwing money at me, and I'm like, does he not recognize me? Like, I look exactly the same as I did. I just don't have an apron on and my ass is out. I end up leaving the stage. I go to my manager. I'm like, hey, this guy assaulted me at my main place of work. I'm not asking you to kick him out because we have plenty of bouncers that would kick his ass.
Yeah.
Like, but that wouldn't happen at Home
If
Depot,
you push
you know?
boundaries, right?
Right, exactly. But please make sure that I'm being watched over. He ended up coming up to me and was like, hey, I just threw all this money on you. I think you're so beautiful. Can I get a dance? And I'm like, do you not remember spitting in my face?
He did
Like,
recognize you?
He knew who I was. But because
He
of
thought you
the
forgot.
situation,
He thought you
no,
forgot.
because it was a completely different place and he wasn't like stealing and he was giving me money. he thought it was completely different. And it's like,
Gave you the money he stole. Sorry.
no,
Yeah, right.
exactly. So it's like, again,
crazy.
men think that they can just give you something and you're automatically forced to give it back.
Oh my God.
Did you,
And
did
then-
you get him kicked out after he like asked or like?
No, I mean, the sex industry is like a different place. I kind of knew what I was getting into and I knew that I was getting paid for it. So I allowed it to happen as long as I was being taken care of by my people, you know?
Yeah. Like that wasn't pushing the boundary enough to cause an issue unless you like kept coming up to her.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're selling a fantasy, so.
Exactly. I kind of just fed into it.
It's really bad in the film industry as well. Like I did PA work for like a Food Network show, and it was the first time I ever done it. It was only a 3-day shoot. I didn't even talk to the producer for the first 2 days. No, for the first 3 days, and he asked me to work an extra day because he knew I knew like it was like a local PA. So he was like, "Oh, you know the area? Like, can you come help with like this stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fine." Like, didn't ever really have hardly any interaction with him. I maybe spoke to him like 1 or 2 times the entire time we were on set, and then we basically like brought everyone to, we had to pick everyone up from the hotel and bring them to their respective like airports, private, public, whatever. We get back and he's like, "Oh, we need to do some work later, but we're going to go to my hotel room first." And I'm thinking like, okay, what the heck? Like, okay, whatever. Like I'm used to being a PA. So I was like, okay, weird stuff like this happens all the time. Like you might have to go to their like room so they can get stuff, whatever. He proceeds to give me a tour of the apartment and then confesses his feelings for me. I proceeded to tell him like, okay, like you shot your shot, but like I'm married. Like I kind of am bad with confrontation like Daisy was saying, but I was pretty clear because I was like, I'm feeling like I need to be overly nice, but like I'm in a bad situation. Like I'm in his hotel room. My car is with like
there.
Exactly. I was like,
Yeah.
my car is like with his valet. Like I don't know how to get out of it. And he was like proceeding to be like, "I remember the first time I saw you and you were wearing this and this and like you were just blah blah blah." He was crazy. And I was like, "Okay, like I'm married, like I'm not interested." And he was like, "Well, what's stopping you? Like you don't have to tell him." Like literally he was so pushy. And literally he was, because before we had even gotten to the hotel, he was like, "Oh, maybe I can bring you on tour with us," basically like for the other shows of this like specific, you know, TV show. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds great. Like I'd love to like discuss that, whatever." And then later, once I rejected him, he was like, "I just don't think I could like handle being around you because I'm so attracted to you, so I can't hire you."
God, it's your fault we wear freaking tank tops in school.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
no. Our shoulders are distracting your education.
I know.
Oh, God.
I know. I
Same
literally was
thing.
like, "Well, I could
Same
put a
thing.
bag over my head." Like I should have said that, but I was like,
30-year-olds.
that shit happens all the time. And I was like so disturbed from this. I was like, it was so gross. And he was like way older than me too. I was like, no.
I
Like,
just
no.
got out of there, girl.
And he was dating someone that was like a producer of like an NBC show or some shit, like a really big person. And I was like, I don't think she knows. And he was like, "Oh, we don't talk about it because that would just hurt her." I was like, what is wrong with you? Like you just are cheating and you're saying you're putting like no label on it. Like what? It was
What I don't
insane.
understand is people are poly and there are open relationships. So if people want to be with multiple people, just find another person who's down with it. It's
real.
totally,
Exactly.
it
For sure.
exists.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't have to
what?
prey on someone like at your place of work just to see. And like also, I swear to you guys, like this person, like he definitely preyed on other people that worked on the show because I was like, "Oh, how did so and so get their job?" And he was like, "Oh, well, she earned it."
Right? It's
Like,
such
he
a
said it like
power
that. I was
dynamic
like,
when someone is they can just mess with your money like that.
yeah,
Haunted. Can I
Yeah.
ask you, have you seen the morning show that's like on Apple TV right now?
No, but I really want to watch it.
That is a show you need to see for like that exact story. It's literally exactly what happened in their workplace, and it like happened so many times, and like it got like overwhelmingly out of control, and like you find out it happens to like so many different women, and one of them commits suicide. He like loses his like relationship with his wife and his kids, and then he ends up killing himself because he realized how much wrong he'd accidentally been doing. Like he didn't actually know how much he
Spoiler
affected people's
alert.
lives.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay.
They
You know,
weren't
you're right,
aware
you're right.
that
It's
like
pre-spoiler.
soliciting sex from people.
Yeah, for real.
It's no, well, he knew what he was doing, but like it's weird because you see the guy's perspective from it. It's very different than what we like assume it would be, like that he knowingly does this stuff, and like that is most men. However, there are some guys who just like didn't see it to that extent affecting other people's lives as much as it did his own, and so you kind of see the growth as a character in that show. And I think I'd really recommend that one for you on Apple TV.
I gotta watch that. But also, like, some people just don't learn. Like, even after I rejected him multiple times, as I was leaving, I like gave him a hug just to leave because I was like, I gotta get out of this. And he was like, well, text me if you want to hang out tomorrow. And I was like, what? Like, what is wrong? Bro, take a hit.
I will
like,
not.
Yeah, I was like, I will not be texting you. He's like, I'll be in town all day. I'm like, no.
I will not be doing that.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
All right,
But I'm like, this is like a famous thing.
Let's
Like,
move
no.
away from work. I hate to work anyways.
Honestly.
I just
You
worked here.
started.
Like to live in the decade where I don't have to work.
Christina, are you ready for this topic?
Yeah.
If you could make one kids movie rated R, which movie would you choose?
Ooh.
And why?
Probably
I like
Shrek.
Yes, it's such a
Right?
I was
gonna say
Queen rated
That's
R?
weird.
I mean,
Yeah, wait, I want to show you real.
That's already.
What are you showing us?
They've got the YouTube, right?
I'm obsessed with you, Christina. I swear to God.
Christina,
Oh my
what
god,
do you
that was
got
the
in
best
there?
fucking
Yeah.
answer.
I've been
Yep.
painting
What is that?
paintings. Wait, it's really
Are
bad.
they all Shrek? Wait,
No,
please
we
God.
got to them all.
Wait,
So
here's a
the
Pikachu. Wait, they're really bad. Hold on.
No, they are not.
You
No,
made
wait.
Shrek?
This.
I did. Wait.
Can we be
A
besties,
rated R
please?
version
If you
of
like
Shrek?
Shrek, can we please be best friends? Like,
No,
what the
no,
heck?
hold on.
That exists.
Hell am I
just
about to
signed
show?
up.
Lazy. I love
I
it.
did
That looks like
Borat.
Jordan.
Oh my God.
Oh my
God.
Identical.
I love it.
Identical.
I'm not a
Yes.
painter. Right, this is really bad.
You are, because you painted.
I
Oh, wait, you
Honestly,
gotta show that one longer. Oh my God.
That looks like Chris.
Yes.
Chris,
No, it doesn't have a sexy porn stash.
I'm selling
Wait,
it.
no.
Chris.
Can I side
didn't
note
hear you
something
say that.
about
What's up?
Shrek? They have a YouTube workout that I did today of a hit workout of Shrek songs. If you were interested,
Link it to me.
Oh my
I will.
god, please post it.
I will. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Discord.
So
Yeah, I'll
you
put it in
made
the
Shrek
Discord.
rated R.
Oh, that's such a good answer.
Why would
This
you
was
make Shrek rated
brilliant.
R? Like what would make it rated
Oh,
R?
they chose Shrek. I
just feel
agree.
like
That's
they should
amazing.
have been.
Oh my god. I can't imagine Shrek rated R.
I can't think of a
That'd
better
be so
answer.
good.
Fiona,
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah.
Imagine
Shrek like
Ooh.
dominating.
Imagine Eddie Murphy Unleashed. Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be
Donkey.
great. Yeah, his
Solid
things are
It
great.
was so good.
That gets so weird so fast.
Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers Unleashed. Just let him run. No filter. Oh my god, it would be epic.
All right, so you would pick Shrek. Let's hear from the rest of the cast. Let's hear everybody's answers.
Shrek
do you
was
beat
Lightyear.
That's what I would have said.
Shrek.
Yeah, there's no other
Yeah,
answer.
how do you
Yes,
beat
that's
that?
true.
I would go with Scooby Doo.
Oh, yeah.
Scooby,
That's a
because he's
good
a
one.
dog, but like the whole crew is just hot.
Oh, true.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, Daphne and Fred are just the hottest people in the world. And like they're real people in the real life movies. They look like that. It's insane. They're just
Yeah, in the,
nailed
I
the
don't remember
casting.
which one it is when Velma has the tight leather red suit on. Like I was child, but I definitely
like a
had
dang
butterflies
girl.
in my tummy.
It was a little R-rated. She said, "Who's your daddy?"
We were just like, is she supposed to wear that, mom? Yeah.
Mommy, sorry.
So you would have Scooby Doo and you would have Shrek as rated R movies.
Fern Gully.
Yeah.
No further questions.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What movie?
Fern Gully.
What is that?
Very
so good. Like Avatar
is it a
before Avatar.
dragon?
Yeah.
Type
It
it in the
was
chat.
Avatar
Fairy
before
theme.
Avatar.
No, it's a bat. It's a bat, right?
No, she's a fairy. She's a
No, but
fairy,
then
and they're
there's a
gonna
bat in
cut
it.
down her. There is a bat in it, but they're gonna cut down her forest.
I've never heard of
It's the
this.
last rainforest.
Never-
I used to watch
Old
it all the
movie.
time.
Chris,
I
it was
a
literally
fairy
you know,
girl.
Avatar with the blue guys. It was
Googling
literally
it.
that
Let me
before
see.
that.
Once I see it, I might
I've
do
never
it.
I mean, I
heard
know
of that.
Avatar: Last Airbender by me.
No, other Avatar. But
I've
Avatar:
seen
Last
this.
Airbender is the good one.
Maybe I'll
Okay, yeah,
find
right.
it.
The black one and the blue one. It's
Oh, wow,
it's
this
the
is really
blue
old.
one.
Fern Gully. Oh, there's no E in Fern Gully. The
Oh my
last
God.
rainforest.
It was ahead of its time. It was
totally.
talking about
Yeah,
like
it
was.
forest
movie.
deforestation. It was a good movie.
What?
Think how good, like, sexy and scary that would be if it was R-rated.
Oh
Wait, was
yeah.
this created by Disney? Did they do this?
No, it was the same people who did the Five Old Goes West. I think it's that one.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the bat. I don't
It
recognize
was the
anything
people who
else
did
but
Once
the
Upon a
bat.
Forest.
Yeah.
Do you
It
guys
was
remember
20th Century Studio.
Did anyone watch Once Upon a Forest? with the mouse and the hedgehog and the mole, and they were going on the adventure because their parents
these are
got killed
so
by the
old.
gas leak.
No, but I'm about to watch that. Are you kidding me?
It was so
These are
good.
30 years old.
Oh, wait, I did see
30.
this.
Ferngully Last Rainforest. I remember that
I
shit.
have no idea why.
That smoke
anybody
thing was
like
sexual
anime?
but scary.
Does
Oh,
that age me
absolutely.
if I say
Y'all,
that?
y'all fuck with anime?
Robin Williams was the best.
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna say Howl's Moving Castle because Howl gives me such daddy energy. I just need him to lock me in a cage, you know?
To a rated
Oh, yeah.
R movie. Dragon, you are a walking red flag. Do you know that?
What?
For some people, not for me.
No, she's not.
Listen.
She is.
No, she's not.
That's how
I
you
love
like
her.
me.
Look how beautiful she is. No way. No way. Look at that innocent face.
Take her to a bar. You'll find out
Never.
different.
I want to take her to a bar. I want to take her to a lot of bars.
I'm so fucking mad I
know I
had
did
COVID.
all that right
when
now.
are
Are
you
you
coming
kidding
back
me?
to Cali?
Whenever you want me.
Howl's moving.
Baby
Booking my
girl.
flight right now.
All right, who else? Let's hear it.
I would say The Incredibles, specifically the mom.
Elastigirl.
Pixar has a thing of just giving dump trucks on like the moms for some reason. I don't know why.
Me
but,
too.
like,
Dump trunk asses on the
for
most.
Bro,
real,
you got
dude.
Peach right here. That's Elastigirl, real life.
Yeah.
She's
But-
I
I would
am
definitely
just
say The
long. I'm just long. That's it.
really long arms.
So
See
I
how
would
long her
definitely
arms
say-
are?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one.
Well, your arms are your height.
No, that's not true. Your wingspans actually could be longer. Basketball players have
Yeah.
It could be.
7 inches.
It could be, but
Wow.
for the most part, it's pretty common.
No, Peach got like a 7-foot wingspan. Let's be real here. Come on.
No, I do. And then they're like skinny too, so they just look like noodles.
I want you to wrap them around me.
Mirror.
The best movie that we rated R is Peach and Dragon.
Coming to theaters soon.
2023.
Peach and the giant, or it could be Dragon and the Giant Peach.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh my god.
oh my
I'm dying.
god.
Curly's feet.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so
What's
good.
why? Leave my feet out of this. Nothing to do with this.
I've seen them.
I would choose Toy Story because I want to see Woody.
You want to see Woody? What? You cut out. That was the worst time to cut
I want to
out.
see Woody.
Woody.
Woody with
Bo
a
Peep?
Woody.
I thought
She
you
wants to see.
Woody
She wants
with
to
a
see
Woody?
Woody's
Is that what you
Woody.
said?
Woody with
Oh
a Woody.
boy. I was gonna say
Him and
maybe
Peach
Sailor
would go
Moon would be the one. Sailor Moon, Damien, he's pretty hot. It's about all I got anime wise. I could say Pokemon, but like Ash is like 13 forever, so it's kind of weird.
It'd be an adult.
Yeah, they need
movie.
to grow Ash up and then have
They would
like
be
him and
older.
Misty. No, wait, did you see the one with him and Latias?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Grow them up.
Yeah, it's so I don't know. He's had too many girlfriends, like or almost girlfriends, but not girlfriends.
Yeah.
Then there's poor Brock who can't get one. So
Who tries so hard?
Brock's
He
so
tries
fine.
so hard.
we
is
love
mine,
Brock.
Poor Brock.
Poor rest in peace, Brock. We love him. He just won't get his chance. Rip.
Mine
He
would be
hasn't met me
Aladdin.
yet as well.
Rated R version of Aladdin.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
Jasmine.
one.
A great one.
In the red
Take you to
outfit.
some weird places, you
Hell
know. Yeah.
I'll take you
The
for a
red
ride on
sexy
Some
outfit.
dark
magic carpet.
secrets.
Magic
Sex
cover,
on a
right?
tiger would be pretty cool. Like it adds up.
That'd be super sick.
Speaking of tiger, mine's freaking out. Hang on.
Rated R Pinocchio.
Focus,
I feel
focus.
like I've seen that
Yes,
before.
hocus pocus.
He's a wooden boy.
There probably already is one.
Yeah,
But
honestly.
see, Shrek already has
The one that
Pinocchio.
you
That's why
download from
Shrek is the best
LimeWire.
movie.
Yep.
Exactly.
I second and third the Shrek. It's so good. That was a
Absolutely,
good one.
yeah.
It
Shrek
exists.
brings, like,
100%.
'cause the thing about
That's
Shrek
canon.
is that it takes all the fairy tales and puts in one movie, and you have Shrek.
Yeah.
You know,
Like as this comedic
So
relief, they
good.
could go so much farther if it was rated R.
It was
yeah.
so
I say
good.
specifically, I'd want Shrek 2 to be sexy.
Yeah.
Yep, the honeymoon.
Ah, that's my favorite one.
The mermaid on the
Shrek is
beach.
the best Shrek. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I agree.
You guys want to come to my Shrek themed birthday? Like 6 months?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Fiona
We'll be
cosplay.
there.
I wanted to do a Lord
Bet.
Farquaad cosplay.
Yes, do it.
Oh,
do it,
yeah, I
do it,
could
do
do a
it.
good Lord Farquaad.
You would
You
be a great
should.
Lord Farquaad.
I thought so. Get some bangs too.
Lord Farquaad would be a good one. Good
Mm-hmm.
job, Christina. Straight up.
That hat though.
Who?
I said that hat though.
Oh,
It's-
for Lord Farquaad.
Yep.
A little beret.
Oh, I forgot
I mean,
about
the dragon
that.
and
just
donkey
like-
got it
that's
on,
pretty
so
hot
that's
and heavy.
something. That's like as
What?
close to ours we're gonna get. Not you, dragon.
Oh.
Actually, the other,
I mean,
dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dragon.
honestly,
Never say
You have
never.
the cooler spelling of this dragon, so like don't take it
Never
too
say never.
What about Prince Charming? Do you like him or dislike him? And
Oh.
Shrek
He's a
movies.
himbo, and I
personally.
like it.
You don't.
Yep.
Oh.
No, I don't like
He's a
it.
himbo, and I like it.
What about Barbie and
my
Ken?
favorite-
Barbie the movie coming out, right? Like,
Yeah.
Ah.
True.
Everyone
I
says
love
Ryan
with
Gosling
Radar.
looks. They say that Ryan Gosling looks too smart for the role.
I believe it.
Like they think he should look
That's too
stupider
old.
for Ken. Yeah.
You know
But I
who
don't
it looks good for is Freddie Prinze Jr., aka the Scooby Doo Fred
Oh yeah.
guy, Daphne
Like,
and Fred.
He should have done it, but now he's too old. He looks
I
old
used
now.
to I
probably
used to
is
play
too.
with Barbies and Kens when I was a kid.
I love
Very
that
normal.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It
Don't
was
let anyone tell you otherwise. It's very normal.
well, this
a
girl,
vibe.
it was in kindergarten, and this girl had Barbies, and I had GI Joes, and we would make them get married.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
that's
all?
what you did.
Yeah.
Married.
You know what, Chris?
Married.
My grandma caught me making out with my life-size brat doll when I was like 5. So
God.
Yes.
Dude, that's where it was at.
At least it
though.
was life size.
Yo,
You know?
Bratz doll. That's when it all started.
yeah,
That's
no,
a
for
pretty
real.
hot-
That I think that is when it started. Because when I came
Oh
out,
my
my grandma was like,
God.
"Yeah, I know."
I had a life size Fiona doll, and I would
my
like take no
God.
further
Good for
questions.
you. Morning
Oh,
food. I'm
that's
not texting, by the
great.
way.
A life-size Fiona doll?
You never.
Yeah, it took.
you never
It was
know
at
that
a.
would be
It was at one of those arcades, and it took literally like 40,000 points. Like my entire family had to contribute to like get me this Fiona. I don't still have it. I don't know what happened to her, but I think someone conspired against me and threw it away.
Confiscated it.
Yeah, they did.
You're done.
You're
They're
done.
like, you're done with this shit.
I had a life-size Jar Jar Binks that I used to carry around everywhere.
Oh my god, he's so hot.
my
Oh, wow.
god.
Nice.
I stole him from my brother.
Who said he's so hot?
Someone
He's
said
so hot,
Jar Jar
and I
Binks is hot.
stand by that. I stand by what I said. He's actually the final villain, and
Dragon.
so fun.
Okay, I've said it a million times. They needed to do Darth Jar Jar for the sequel series
Yeah.
instead of whatever the fuck they did. I
You get
stand
me.
by that. I'm with you. I get you on so many levels.
Thank you.
Dragon. Are you serious?
Yeah,
You would fuck Jar Jar Binks.
in a heartbeat.
And a heart binks.
Actually, no.
Moving on.
Who that?
Oh my God.
would be
All right.
the
Peach,
furry guy.
did your Bratz doll have like it was like the head and above, or was it like the full body Brat?
No, it was the full body. It was literally like the same height as me at the time.
Oh my
And
god.
I tucked her into a bed. I put a sheet over her head. I kissed that girl. And then my grandma came, took the sheet off, and I was cuddled up with a Bratz doll, kissed in her mouth.
I mean, honestly, that's
Which
iconic.
one was it? Was it
So, like,
Chloe?
It was Jasmine. I was obsessed.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
It would
she was
be,
the
though.
hottest.
Jasmine
and
was.
Jade. Jasmine and Jade.
Wait, did you guys have the
100%
video
Jade.
game? The video game was so
Ariel.
good.
Rock Angels?
Yes, it was the best.
So, so good.
Oh my god, it was so good. The outfits, the skating, it was all so good. Sorry.
This is crazy.
I never had that. I missed out.
We should
All right.
stream that.
Let's go ahead
Yep.
and cheers. We're halfway through Exclamation Point Cast. If everyone's in here, check them out.
Do we have to be halfway done?
I'm on my third drink, so you know.
Go ahead and
Me
drink
too.
up.
But it is
I'm on
Orchard, so
my
not
full
Tuesday.
bottle
I
of
haven't
wine.
even opened a third. Should I get a
Exclamation
third?
Point says so. Go ahead. Yeah,
I don't know, but this is
it.
empty, so.
Go ahead and enjoy yourself. We have an after party too if you want to enjoy that. That's
I'm
off
gonna
stream.
get one more.
Drink as much as you want. You're in a good spot. I've never kicked anybody from my show. I almost did one time.
Pick me.
Ooh, really? Wait,
Tell us
for like.
a story.
Challenge.
Really?
accepted.
You've never
Yeah.
kicked anybody off the show, actually. I'm surprised by that.
No.
Too drunk or too offensive?
What was the
Why was the
reasoning?
reason?
So the reason why I've never kicked it, like, so a lot of like Twitch streams over the years, like there have been drinking streams that have been very successful, but for a short amount of time, and it's because they dragged out the show too long. So right around the 2.5, 3 hour mark is when people start getting a lot more drunker, and then that's when the show
Yeah.
kind of ends, and then it goes into the after party.
That's smart.
I kind of learned that because I was a cocktail server, and I kind of realized like how long this person was gonna get drunk and how much assumption they have, and people attend even if they're taking shots by shot. It doesn't hit you right away, so it takes time still. So I've noticed that with the show. I mean, we've started the show where people are already drunk when we started the show, which is really fun and funny, but they feel like out of place sometimes because other people on the cast aren't on the same level as them. So it just depends on who wants to drink, like, and who doesn't. So
because they were just taking too long. Like, is that something you just say like, hey, like we need to leave, you're done, have a great one? Or is it like
there's
you can't
just
come
been
back
people
because
that
it's
like have
consistent?
messaged me and they started drinking an hour before the show started. Right. I've had a girl
I do that.
message me 3 hours before the show and was like, I'm so excited to be there tonight. And then she never showed up because she started drinking and got super fucked up and fell asleep.
I feel like you're not intimidating, but it is nerve-wracking coming on your first time.
I think so, yeah. Like, I was shaking the first time I did an intro. I was like I don't know, even though it wasn't that big of a deal, it was like 5 seconds, but you still freak out really bad, you know?
Yeah, because there's like so many hot people here, and I'm like,
hey.
yeah.
Because you feel like the new kid in class too, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
We can't picture you guys naked. You're too hot. Like, not a good thing to do.
I picture all of you guys naked.
I was gonna say I can picture people naked.
You know?
I
Fair.
I don't even want to talk
Chris
about
is
that
like,
because
escape.
I literally,
Anyway.
Exit, control, delete.
Like done.
I don't ever picture people naked when they're on my show. That's just so random. Super random. I've
You'd
never
have to
understood
really-
that one. I've been in acting. I've been in,
In their underwear, I wouldn't say naked, but like growing up, I was always a dancer, and they would be like, just picture the audience in their underwear to make you feel better. I don't know why they
Did that
say
really work
but-
though?
No, not really.
Yeah,
Sonny,
it
we're
doesn't.
still twins. We
You're
haven't
like, I'm
seen
more
Kat. Oh my
nervous.
God. Where is he?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
I've
I
been doing
have
this show for a long
three
time,
of
so-
them.
I have two. This
You gotta
is
really
one,
focus,
but it's not
too.
the one that's by you. The other one's missing.
All right.
You have to be like, what would
This
you
is
look
actually
like
Peach.
naked?
Who
We're all
picking on?
connected.
We ready for the next one? Exclamation point cast. Make sure you check out everybody's stream. I love going into your streams and I'll lurk and then I'll check the cast list and I see people in there that are new from. So it's really cool. All right, and then you guys can all drink with me at TwitchCon at the bar, so I get sloshed.
Yeah.
When did you catch your parents in a lie? When did you catch your parents in a lie?
When my mom told me she looked through my phone to find out I had sex. My mom was one of those fucking ninjas where she would pretend like she knew something when she didn't actually know something to get you to admit something, and it worked like 3 times, and then I figured it out, and then
That
I
does
stopped telling the truth.
I remember I had a dog growing up. Like I had 2 like Chihuahuas, and we were just too busy. We were just too busy. Like we just couldn't take care of 2. But anyways, I remember I came home one day, and obviously I opened the door, and all I see is Lola, my one Chihuahua. I'm like, yo, where's Dandy? Like, where's Dandy? And normally he's with her. So I went to my mom, and she was like, yeah, he ran away. Like, I swear to God, I went down the street to try to catch him. Like, I just could not find him at all. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you just gave up? She's like, I just couldn't keep up with him. So for a solid 2 hours, I'm going around different neighborhoods, knocking on doors. Like, yo, have you seen this Chihuahua? His name is Dandy. He doesn't bite. If you see him, here's my number. Take it down. Later that night, like I come home, she sees I'm fucking sweating. Like, running my ass around, and she's like, yo, Aunt, listen, like, I just couldn't keep up with the dog. I gave him away to somebody else. And I'm like, obviously I'm like heartbroken, but like, I told her like, listen, I wish you would have told me that. I just ran like 3 hours around the block, knocking on doors, so I love my mom, but I just did that one lie was just like,
That's pretty.
That's kind of fucked up though. Like that's your pets are
Yeah.
like family. That's
It's because
really
we just, she knew like she just couldn't keep up with it anymore. She could only really.
But
keep
she
with
could have
dog.
also told you, so like you could have found like a close to you home, so like your friend could take him in. You can go see him, like if it's a friend of yours.
Yeah, it's
like,
so
now
yeah,
takes
it's like a
over.
close friend of hers, and I know I can always see
Okay,
it.
that's
but,
good. That's good.
it's not like any random
though.
person. But dude, I was so heartbroken. So
Yeah.
sucked.
Mine was whenever my mom, like, basically I had this My Little Pony Christmas, but I was not a small child. I was a little chubby, I'm not gonna lie. And she got me My Little Pony everything, but I thought it was from Santa. Like, it was all supposed to be from Santa. It's like this massive like outlaying of My Little Pony fucking shit, whatever. And literally she got me My Little Pony underwear and they did not fit. And she was like, oh, well, I guess Santa like ran out of your size. And I was like, oh, okay. But like, I got really sus then because I was like, doesn't he like make everything to order? Like, I was so confused, but I was like, that's when I started kind of like thinking like, nah, I don't know if Santa's real. Like, there's something sus here. Like, that's when I caught it. And it was like young too. And I was like, I don't know if he runs out of sizes up in the North Pole. It was like a very specific lie to tell. I was like, okay. But I don't know. I feel like it's hard whenever you're like thinking of imaginary creatures, you know?
I think that's a rough one though when you think about imaginary things like Santa and stuff, and what age, or if you ever want to just be straight honest.
It's very,
yeah,
it's a rough one.
My question was: is it your parents lying, or like you getting caught in a lie?
When did you catch your parents in a lie? Thank you.
Okay, I don't have one for that. I have one like borderline, but not that.
When did you catch your parents in a lie?
I mean, quick one. My dad is like seeing someone and like, he's not like lying about it. He's told me about it. I've met her. It's not that weird. But he told me they're breaking up because she's moving. And like, he's like, yeah, no, we're not official. Yeah, no, we're like over. It's fine. And then like, I was invited to go to this like crab feast for all of us in another state. And I was like the only cousin who didn't go. So my whole family was there. And like my cousin sent photos of everybody in like an email. And I got the photos and like, it's my dad and this woman. I'm like, you guys look really broken up here. Like, I'm just like, what the heck? It was like 2 days ago. So not really a big lie. It's like not a big deal, but I'm just like kind of laughing. Like they don't even know what they are. So it's not really a lie if I guess they aren't aware of their own friends and benefits situation. But I don't know.
Maybe they just want to hide it so it's going to cause more drama in the family.
I mean, he brought her around the whole family. So I think that's a good sign. It's not dramatic for anybody. At least it shouldn't be if we're at a family gathering.
I think a lot of family has drama. It's insane.
True. So far, so good.
I remember. I'm sure this has to do with like childhood trauma and stuff like that. I've always been very territorial over my mom. She's been a single mom. I never wanted her to date. I just liked us in our little bubble, and that was it. We were attached to the hip. And I was like her mother, and I didn't even realize it. Like I would horse shame her for dating, and she would bring me around who she was dating at the time, but they were friends. And he had happened to be like watching me or something, and I needed to call my mom. And so he's like, yeah, here's my phone. I open his phone and I'm fucking nosy, let me tell you. So I went through his pictures and I found a nudie from my mom.
Oh my God.
And her contact picture was also like a booty pic. And I called her and I cursed her out. Let me tell you, I called her everything in the book. And I was probably only 7 at the time. But yeah, that's when I found out my mom was lying. And I mean, she was only trying to protect me because like these men, you know, if you're a single mom, you don't want your child getting attached to these men that may not be around for very long. But at the time I was like, how fucking dare you, you dirty little slut. Like,
oh my
God.
Also
change the contact photo of people in your phone to someone if you're not going to bring them around your kid, if they're not serious enough for that. You know what I mean? Like, they're both very serious things to do. So, I don't know.
Chat wants to know if your mom is single.
Yeah, she comes into my stream all the time.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
Can't wait to send her pictures. Have her contact. I just went in. I like moms. Moms are where it's at.
Whoever sends a nude, I'm literally going to cut her off.
Your mom.
She's done.
I would date a mom over anybody, any day.
Chris likes
Sammy
mouse.
said he would too.
Yeah, Chris.
This is kind of a weird thing, but Chris, you give me like Young Gravy vibes. Like you're like a mom lover. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. He's a mom lover. You know.
Like Stacy's mom, not
Sabotage,
you.
sweetie. Thank you for the raid. I miss you. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Sabotage, sweetie.
One of my favorite girls of all time on Twitch, right there.
Why is she not here right now? Then Chris, get her in here.
She was here last week.
Oh, we'll get her in again. You
She won't do
Put her
that.
in here. Put her in.
She's chilling. She's chilling.
Let me go back.
I've known her since like 2018.
Aww.
No
That's
pressure.
really sweet.
It's crazy because I used to watch her on shows. She was my entertainment.
Aww.
No, she's super sweet though.
That's
But
really
yeah, I like
wholesome.
moms. I think it's because they know what they want and they don't play games, and they're so nice. Like they make you waffles in the morning and shit like that, you know. So it's just really cool.
They do mom things. Like
My mom would never.
No.
They would never. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the girls that I'm friends with that are moms, they just like treat me to a whole different level, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
They always
try to
have
make
snacks.
And they always joke.
Yo,
too.
that's valid. My mom literally has 2 snack bars in our house at all times. She wants to know who's coming so she can like literally stock them to the T.
Oh my
so it's
God,
like she's
see?
older, but it's like, you know, if other people exude that same energy, you're gonna like, I'm gonna gravitate toward this person. Like they're trying to do what I want. You know what I mean? Like it'd be hard not to just love them unconditionally.
Anyone who brings snacks is like in my book, so they're not hard to please.
And
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like moms just have, like, they boss up, right? Because they have to take care of another human. So
It's exhausting. I was exhausting.
What they don't want you to know is the snack bars are actually helpful to them because they just put out snacks like one day, like out of a month, and then you can get whatever you want so they don't have to feed you, like whenever you're hungry. It's a life hack.
All right. Sorry, I derailed that. That was my fault. When did you catch your parents in a lie?
He got distracted by MILFs.
Yep,
MILFs. I mean, they are distracting, you know.
MILF watch.
But yeah, that's my favorite. All right, let's see. When did you catch your parents in a lie? I think I feel like it always has to do with marriage issues. I feel like that's when they lie to you a lot, especially when you're a kid and you're growing up. I think this is so random. I remember when I was a kid, I was like 10, maybe 12. I'm the oldest in my family, by the way. So we have my brother and I 8 years, my sister and I are 3 years apart. And so like whenever something happened, I'd be the one that had to go get the parents, you know, like I would have to go find them and get them. And I remember when I was a kid, my mom and my stepdad were in a room and like I couldn't like hear them. I couldn't get the door open. So I like broke the door open pretty much. And I didn't see anything, but they're like, oh, we were just talking. But they were totally having sex now that I'm older. I totally figured out that they were just fucking banging one out in the back room. But yeah, I got lied to.
Had sex. That's nice.
So that went right over my head. Is she in chat? Yeah, she's in chat. She's watching, but I don't care.
Your mom.
But
Mom.
yeah, I definitely remember. Yeah, everybody say hi to my mom because
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Chris's mom.
Hi, Kurly Mama.
it's just I was just too young at the time to realize what was actually going on, and it kind of was like, you know, I was kind of confused. But now I'm just kind of like, oh shit, they were definitely having my brother who was born not that long after, you know. So
9 months later.
Were they listening to like specific music? Or were you just like,
Oh,
no?
what music? Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah,
Let's get it on. This sounds like a
yeah,
fun
let's
song.
get it on. I mean,
exactly.
What is your playlist?
what is your playlist? Is that what you just said?
I did.
You have to have some Marvin Gaye on there.
Yeah, no
My mom
regrets.
said Barry White or like literally no sex was happening.
What happened?
She was very open about it. She said
Who does
Barry
Bump
White
and
or
Grind?
nothing.
Who's Bump and Grind? Who does Bump and Grind? That's a good one.
I think Ride is the number one song in this era.
Yeah,
Like, if you want to go and take a ride with me, that's not baby making music.
No. Nelly is not baby making
That
music.
is not baby making music. Hold on. Wait, I have a Spotify playlist. Give me
Like,
a
what
sec.
even beat would that be to? That'd be so awkward.
If you want to go and take a ride with me. No, that's too much.
No,
You guys
it was
slow it down.
Really Pony.
No.
What about Pony? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one for
Wait, that's,
sure.
that's a baby making classic.
That's the
That's
baby.
not
Yeah,
I go
Yeah.
for that.
the Weeknd.
I have
Climax by
Find the name
Usher.
of it.
I think Climax is a good one.
I mean,
Sure
in
is
the
good
title.
baby making
Usher
music in
songs.
general.
Oh yeah.
R. Kelly does Bump and Grind. Oh, he has some
I
bad
know,
stuff.
But we don't listen to Kelly.
Problematic.
We don't-
Yeah,
we don't
no,
listen to
never mind.
Kelly.
Don't.
Never mind.
Stop.
Never mind.
Kelly
Never
likes
mind.
children. Yikes.
Never mind.
We took him off
Never
all
mind.
the playlists.
Takes it
We don't-
back.
Oh no, Snoop Dogg, Sexual Eruption. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Sexual.
That is-
Yeah, that's a good one. And
Yeah.
Closer, Neo actually has some good ones too. Neo's good
Guys,
for.
Yeah,
That's
a
fair.
lot of Mexican music is actually like super hot.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna
Like
say.
flow.
If you
It's a very
listen to their
romantic
lyrics,
culture.
if you listen to their lyrics, it's like nasty beyond belief.
Wait, what
I
music?
definitely recommend
I
like
think
Mexican music.
Spanish.
Oh,
like,
Paris, would you say that's like
Spanish
popular
music, yeah.
songs or just like any like?
yeah.
Give us.
One song.
Popular? Oh shit! I wish I could like tell you, but yeah, I've been in Mexico.
We need a playlist from you at some point, girl. We
Yes.
we need you to hook
I'll
us
put
up.
one together.
Yeah,
I'll
hook
put
us
one
up.
together because my
Show us the
God,
ways,
way that they
Paris.
like talk.
Mhm.
I love me a.
Can't find this one song, and I'm embarrassed. I can't find it.
I like how my story just totally turned into let's fuck to some music. So
We just wanted to know what you heard.
Guava mint.
We just wanted to know your ambiance that you were.
It's called Want It Next. Have you guys heard of that? It's by Next. No. It's very
No, I
like
didn't.
sex vibes. Like, listen, ready? This is 10 seconds of it.
I'm banned now.
For actually, you can do 8 seconds. Where
Is it DMCA?
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. I don't care.
But it's like, yeah, it's like the vibe.
If they ban us for this song, we're all getting banned for everything.
I'll say
I've never
full blame.
been
They can
banned
find me
over
on my
it. So if I
stream
got
and
banned
they
over
can
that
ban me.
stupid shit, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
Tried really
I
hard.
played worse.
Would you like to be banned? No, I'm kidding.
I
My
mean,
friend's a DJ.
Sure,
and
go
they
ahead.
just
I'll put on
mute
all the
his
stuff.
streams if he forgets to delete
All right, let's
them.
go. Just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah,
No,
that's true.
not doing that.
That's true.
that's on you. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset about that. If I got banned for that, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting to host a podcast and get banned for that.
That'd be very interesting. Yeah. See how it goes.
Did you guys ever like pretend to sleep in the car so that you would see who actually carried you into the house or like on the couch into bed? Like, cause my mom always told me like, oh yeah, the magic fairies took you. And I'm like, you lying ass bitch. You carried my ass, but I would just pretend to sleep so I could figure it out.
Are you serious, Peach?
That's really cute.
I
Peach got
was,
some
I
trust
was
issues,
very
yo.
naive.
Have you
I
ever,
believed
like-
in Santa, all of that, probably until I was like 14, bro.
We knew
You
you
ever,
were
like,
naive
peek your
once
eye
you told
open?
the Home Depot story and the rest of it.
Did you, Anne? Did you peek your eye open?
He was 6'7", Chris.
Oh no, no. I would have got that.
All of us are like not blaming you. We're praising you. Like that was a good choice. Okay.
That's fucking gold. All right. Anybody else caught their parents in a lie? Nobody can
They caught
remember.
me in a lie recently.
Well, recently, let's share that real quick. I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's not the other way around. I'm the more secretive one. Well, okay, so there's this dude I dated for like 2 weeks. Okay, no big deal, 2 weeks. But he was my old roommate and my best friend, and he knew my parents very well because of that. And we've been banging for what I actually just learned for like 5 years, just way too long. It's embarrassing. So that's what's been happening. And my mom was like really worried about me. Like we went to Bed Bath & Beyond, ironically enough. And we were like out there shopping and she's like, I had to ask you something. I'm like, what? And she's like, do you like these curtains for your shower? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. And she's like, you know, it'd be nice for anybody who comes over and visits, like any guy or any girl. And I was like, Mom, do you think I'm into women? And she's like, well, I don't know. You haven't told me who you're sleeping with for like 5 years. And I was like, all right. And so I gave it. I was like, listen, I've been sleeping with this guy for 5 years. I don't know what you want. You know him very well. We hang out all the time. All of us, you, dad, his parents, my parents, like it's very casual. But I had to like literally tell her my sex life for like way too long because she thought I was a lesbian. And I had to like let her know, sorry, that wasn't how it was. I'm not dating, you know? And so it's very awkward and very uncomfortable in Bed Bath & Beyond. But now she knows. And that's it.
Bed Bath and Beyond
she
is
say?
where everything goes down.
She
Lots of
upset or
things
she
happen
didn't care?
there. Yeah.
My
and
mom did this-
She thought I was lesbian. I was like, thank you, but no.
I had like a really bad relationship, and my mom thought I was a lesbian after that too. Because I didn't date
All my
someone
friends
for like
are
2 years.
drop dead gorgeous. So it's just funny because I'm like, you know, if I were a lesbian, like you would know. I'd be with one of them by now. Absolutely. But no, I'm just banging the same dude. It's boring. So. No, she knows
Ew,
too. Great.
dudes, how
Great.
boring.
I know.
Oh,
Ew.
man.
Lame.
Wow.
Man.
It's like my mom when my mom was like, "You're like really straight. I'm surprised." And I was like, "Yeah, like I love dick." And then like a couple years later, I started hooking up with women. Oh, mom, you were right. You were right.
My
mom
mom
told
told
me-
smart though, yeah.
I told my mom I was
Oh,
bi,
man.
and she was like, I think you're confused. And then all of a sudden she was like, well, all women are attracted to women. And I was like, no, they aren't. Are you bi? Like, are you good, mom? Like, I think, are you what?
I don't know. I've been kind of the opinion that it might be a spectrum. I think people are,
Yeah.
it's more of a
Spectrum.
spectrum than people
I
are.
think so too. People are really
But
good
it
at
also-
I'm kind of the opinion that everyone kind of has, like, you have a preference, but you might be willing to swing.
Yeah, depending on the right situation, you know?
That's what I learned. I'm like, I consider myself hetero flexible. It's a term I
Oh, that's a good way to
recently
put
learned.
it.
Yeah.
So like
That's a
I
good way
am
to put
mostly
it.
straight, but sometimes, you know,
There's that one person you
Give the
put-
opportunity.
Yeah. Women are
Yeah,
really
yeah,
pretty.
women-
Like if the
Also-
opportunity presents itself, like you're not going to have to say no
Yeah.
just because you identify it a certain way.
Would hetero flexible be like you'd get down with the girly, but you wouldn't be in a relationship probably with them?
yeah, that's what I consider myself as well.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I couldn't see myself long term being with a woman just
That makes
because
sense.
like I just like
Wait,
love
what?
the
How did this happen? What
masculine
did we?
energy.
Well,
But
well, and then there's
I
like
get it.
people talk
I
about like
get it.
romantic versus sexual,
yeah,
right? Because some people are like romantic with a
Exactly.
woman, but maybe don't want to like have sex with a woman, but they're like down
And
to.
I feel like
Sorry,
people-
Chris.
Yeah.
ETF.
Yeah.
Chris,
Sorry,
Chris, we've taken over.
Yeah,
You can
no.
go. No, I'm kidding.
I,
yeah, this is our podcast now.
Yeah.
I feel like this always happens.
yeah.
Is it just when I'm?
Derailed. Hella
It's
derailed.
always-
Oh my god. Oh, but my Twitter,
Chris,
I got
It's
derailed.
not derailed. How good of it is a pot? You know what I mean?
We're not getting
So
railed.
exactly,
We're getting derailed.
just
There's
like
a difference.
enjoy it.
Write your diary about how women derail your podcast every time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Write it in your
We need to
memoir.
even out the playing field again and put 50-50.
You have a podcast, mostly women. It's gonna get derailed.
It's
we like.
fine.
Drag our,
That's true.
drag our name through the mud if you have to. We'll accept it just
That's
to derail
fine, that's
this,
fine.
you know?
Just derail it. We have an hour left. We have 3 topics. All right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I think we can
No,
cover
an
it.
hour. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
You might have to go long.
Yeah, we might have to have a longer one.
You guys have a longer
I like
one.
it long.
A long topic. Is that what you need?
We
What do you
never
need?
said topic.
a
Longer
long
what?
what?
We just like to talk, okay?
You know, we never specified.
Oh my god. All right. Guys, if you're out there in the chat, we need some more guys on the show for next week. So hit me up.
Chris is getting
that supposed to
bullied.
mean?
Oh my God.
He's getting bullied by
Chris-
women.
Chris,
Do you
we
not
know-
like this
Never.
estrogen going around here?
You hate
It's
us.
nothing new, okay? Chris is used to this for sure.
I love that
I
Ant's
do
being
this on
quiet.
stream. I
I'm
do this
letting
on
it. Yeah, I'm
stream.
chill
used
about
to
it. You know.
No,
Ant, go
Ant's
ahead and
just
tell us your
taking it all
deepest, darkest
in.
Yeah,
secrets.
you're getting the
Spill the
secret.
tea.
You should see
We're
when I
telling
go
you.
to big convention, then it's just me, one other guy, two other guys, and like 20 girls. That's fucking crazy. But I do it. And then all you hear in the comments and on like social media is like, oh my god, I wish I was there. And all I hear is the drama. And I'll be like, I'll wake up in the morning, they'll come sit on my bed. Can I talk to you about something? I'm like, oh my god, what do you want? And then
Has
another
anyone
one
ever
comes in.
done that and it has been something like completely off the rails? Like,
I get every single collab I do, I get pulled to the side by a different girl. Every single collab, and it's fine. It's good that they can trust me.
is
and
it
talk to me about
drama
stuff.
or is it like my
It's always-
hamster
it's
just
always-
died and I want to talk to somebody
No, it's
about
always-
it?
It's either drama or it's I don't know who else to talk to in this house because I can't trust anyone, and I'll talk to you, which it's a good feeling, but it's also
That happens, but
it's just good.
it's hard though. I would just like to say that I think that society has pinned women against each other for so long that we're slowly starting to unravel it, but it's still hard sometimes. Because we were told for so long that women are mean, and so I was scared of other
They're
women
really
for a
mean.
long time.
They're so
And then I realized they're not scary, they're really cool.
they're super
I
scary.
don't know. I
love
think
when I was
still
gay.
keep my guard up
Scary,
so
but mostly they're
often
cool.
because then I end up trusting a girl and I get stabbed in the back and I'm like, that's why I fucking hate women, but I love them at the same time. Like, I don't know. I think girls are against each other all the time because when it comes to looks and shit like that, and they just are so spiteful.
I feel
especially in this industry.
Yeah, I feel like women see each other as competition, which is dumb. I don't get it,
Facts.
but it's become
That's
a
true.
thing. Like I feel like women
That is
will
true.
just assume. I don't know.
personality,
I
but
think
there
it
are a lot of
was
women
no.
who agree.
I think it was the thing, and I think it's becoming less of a
still a
thing,
thing.
but it's still
Women
still
support
is still.
women.
No. I think.
No, I
think,
feel like
love
girls
meeting
love to say
powerful
women
women.
support women, but then don't follow through with it though.
I
Or they
have
stab
a
each
lot
other in
of
the butt.
friends who are powerful women that are not seeking out clout from another woman but want to uplift them. But I've also met women who are very much the opposite and fall into like society teaching them to think of women as their competition. And it makes me sad personally because I'm the kind of person who like I want to hype everybody up and like be as authentic as I can be. But I would say the same is true about men as well. I think that, you just got to pick and choose who you want to invest your time in, you know?
Yeah. So right. I just lost a friend over that too. She was one of those who fell into that category of like just talking trash at any moment she possibly could. And it was to the point where I warned her, like, please don't say that about someone, or please don't judge this person off of something you think they did, or you think you see it this way. And like, why are you playing with my Sour Patch Kids, bro? Oh, sorry. But I had to cut it off. It happened too much. And I was like, listen, like I'm surrounded by amazing women and I just couldn't take that one in particular anymore. And I was like, that's it. So game over for that one.
I'll tell you one thing before we go to the next topic, and this is completely true, and I'm not going to say names or anything, but like over the years of being a creator for a long time, is a lot of women will compare themselves to other women, which is really sad. That's the number one thing I can tell you. And they say they don't, and they still do. But it's okay. It's understandable.
Do you think it's like more positively or negatively though?
Negative.
Like, what do you see?
Completely negative.
Yeah.
And then in so many aspects, down to the fucking T. All right. What is your unpopular opinion? What is your unpopular opinion of something that...
All right, you ready for this? I'm gonna hit y'all hard. Do not at me. Do not at me. I love Pokemon. I think Pikachu is overrated.
Oh.
Okay, you're not gonna believe me, but I
will
agree.
say myself
You're not
out.
gonna believe me, but I agree.
Listen,
This is just the most easiest stuff to be able
like
to
the
find.
7th, 6th
I'm more of a
generation,
Charmander
like
girl.
nah, I just caught up with too many. I feel you on that. Everything first gen is just too much. Too much.
My favorite's Cubone, but I don't have one Cubone. So
Cubones are hard to find.
There's some people that are
They
hardcore
are.
Pikachu
Unless
fans,
you have
though.
a Cubone tattoo.
Yeah,
ayo.
I'm not, but
like
he's
people
cool.
are like, "Oh, is Pikachu your favorite?" I'm like, not even in the top 10, but
Like I had a girl in middle school who tried to strangle me over Pikachu. I was like, can we not do this right now? Like I was like, I don't really know if it's or ever. Like I don't want to be strangled with my own jacket for Pikachu. Like people go hard for Pikachu though, so I get that it's an unpopular opinion. Like 100%.
I see a lot of Pikachus right now.
I mean, Pikachu's cute and
sweating.
everything, but there are a lot of other... I mean, if you've played one of the games, literally any of the games, you'll know that Pikachu isn't OP in any way, shape, or form.
You guys, there are 905 Pokemon, so Pikachu is one of them. Like
he's cute, but it's more like the Pikachu from the show that's cute,
Pikachu.
not all of them. Yeah, he's the one, and he's the only OP one, and everyone else is a little weak sauce.
You know, my emotes
I get
are
that,
not Pikachu. I have non-Pikachu emotes. Watch this. Watch.
I do love how many Pikachus there are on screen right now.
I have one in my room. I don't even know how I got it.
I didn't even intend for this. Like I'm not.
The only reason.
Paris came prepared. Like she literally was more prepared than all of us combined. I think, honestly.
I did this like 15 minutes.
She's a pro.
But still, you're like outside and you have an overlay. Like you were killing it. Like absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like I've been here for a long time.
Dude, I have this phantom Pikachu balloon that's been like floating through my apartment. I got this in February and it still floats. Like it kind of floats around, but it'll just float.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like fly around.
Oh, I love it.
I have an unpopular opinion that I've seen
Let's hear it.
floating on Twitter, and I haven't touched on it just because I'm kind of scared.
Okay.
So I'd like to get your guys' opinions.
Be brave. I love it.
Currently on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of you are not bisexual if you will not date a trans person and you are transphobic. but I don't agree with that.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. So people have been saying if you wouldn't date a trans person, that you're considered transphobic and you're actually not bisexual. When I think it is a preference. Yeah.
I think
No, but then they say if you think that that's called pansexual, it's not. Pansexual is only falling in love with the mind, regardless of the sex. So I don't know. What is your guys' opinions?
I don't know. Wait, that's interesting. Because I thought that's what pansexual was, honestly.
I mean, I'm pan.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was too.
Huh.
I think it's
don't
hard
know.
because
I
people
think-
have different definitions, like, unfortunately. Like, it's not just one universal as much as we like to think it is. A lot of people consider, like, different things, like, different sexualities, different, I guess, definitions. Whether, like, everyone thinks that or not. They're like, oh, I personally think this is this, so, like, this is how everybody else needs to think about it, you know? Even though it's, like, very fluid.
Well, and sexuality is
for sure.
complex, right? And just because you are attracted to a gender or all genders or whatever doesn't mean you're going to be attracted to every person that falls under the umbrella of that gender.
Yeah,
right. I mean, you can take literally like
So-
brown eyes. Like you're gonna like brown eyes, but like, are you gonna love everyone with brown eyes? No. Like that's just, you can't just group people like that. And it's
Right.
sexuality. It's just kind of natural.
Yeah.
We like what we like, and we don't like what we don't. Simple as
Like
that.
everyone has personal
Get stressed out, I
preference.
masturbate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
like,
Everyone has their preference. So how are you
There-
going to tell
no one-
someone?
yeah. Like no one
Yeah.
tries to discriminate with their preference, but like, I don't know. Some people, you just like what you like.
You have a preference, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And some people maybe
Exactly.
identify
Like,
as
you're not
bi, but then, you know.
Yeah.
I consider myself bisexual, and I would definitely date somebody who is non-binary or transsexual. But I definitely think that it's a spectrum.
Yeah.
I think that sexuality is very fluid. I don't think that you are necessarily like transphobic if you would like, I think you're valid no matter what you choose for your own sexual and romantic preferences.
Yeah.
You're not
like
transphobic
everyone's
for
on-
not wanting to date somebody of a certain gender. You'd be transphobic if you wouldn't want to be friends with them or
Right,
associate
exactly.
with them.
Associate with
That's
them.
exactly what I
That's
think.
like,
Right.
That's like Peach before saying that she likes guys that are tall because she's 6 foot tall. So
Yeah.
like that would be like her saying like, guys.
Yeah,
that
just
are
wear
under 6
stilts
foot
or
tall.
like
Yeah,
Heelys
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, and like
Makes
you
you
guys were
taller.
saying, you're not going to be attracted to every man, every woman, every trans person. Like you're not going to be attracted
Yeah.
to everyone ever. Like
That's
that's just
an
not
interesting one.
really, you're just going to be attracted to who you're attracted to, and that's kind of like how it is. And wherever it falls under the spectrum, it's like fine. You're not necessarily, as long as you were saying, like Sunny said, like you're not discriminating towards like certain people or certain like like I don't really necessarily think like it makes you not identify as a certain way.
That's a good one, Peach.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Thank you guys for answering that. I honestly feel a lot better because I've been seeing this all over from bigger streamers and they're like shaming people. And I don't touch on it because I'm like, am I wrong?
No,
like, am I
no.
confused?
That's a unique opinion.
No.
I don't know why. That's just judgmental, if anything.
I think
some people
there's-
do jump on.
Some people get a high for being holier than thou. Some people,
Yeah.
there's honestly a
warriors.
high from being righteous, self-righteous, and some people can't get over that. And the reality is, there's a lot of opinions, and not all of them are the way you hold are the right ones, kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
People will jump on the bandwagon no matter what if
people
it makes them
jump on
feel.
Sunny.
and they love going after people, and it's more complex than that. It's not so simple. They like to make it very simple, and it's not.
Yeah.
Sexuality and attraction is so complex. You can't boil it down to something as simple as that. So,
And that's why there's so many ways to
something.
identify.
yeah.
And also not only that, but a lot of people end up maybe saying they're one thing and then change it later because it's so fluid. Like you have to really understand yourself to understand who you're attracted to,
There's a ton of people who have become, I was reading an article, like there are women who have become lesbian like later in life. Like they have been married and had a family and totally fine. And their gender their sexuality morphed. Like as they went through life, they were no longer attracted to their husband, and all of a sudden they were attracted to women, and it was just kind of how it was. And stuff is, we don't fully understand it, and so I think people need to be a lot more forgiving of that and just let people go on their own journey and figure out what they like and who they like,
I feel like the world has been more accepting of people who are gay and bi, like where like if you're talking about like an older woman, for example, maybe it wasn't accepted 30 years ago.
I think that's also why I would rather live in the now. When Chris asked the question from earlier, it's like we're so open to evolving and yeah, if I was
but back in like the Roman days, in the European Roman days,
They did.
That was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
They were like cool with it,
shame.
and they weren't, and then they were cool. Yeah, and then
It had to be somewhere where they were like accepting, you know, because it's like it's very hard to live your life, you know, almost in hiding. A lot of people do that, especially people back in like the day or whatever. Like they would maybe be gay or whatever, and they literally had to be miserable. Like Elton John, you know, he literally had to be a certain way for years, and then he's like, actually, I'm this way. Like it's very hard, but you're like, I'd rather live in a time where it's at least accepted, or people are at least like open-minded more.
Damn.
My dad had this opinion. He thinks that the reason why, like, this might be controversial. Actually, no, it definitely is. But my dad was like, oh, yeah, the only reason why they said there was an issue with being gay was because they wanted, like, population growth. It was literally just a ploy to grow population.
But isn't that what's going on right now with our rights being taken away?
Absolutely.
They're saying that it's not
going because
okay to have abortions and have control over your body because they want population growth.
Because birth rates are down because we realize that the fucking society is a mess.
All right, let's steer away from that.
Sorry.
'Cause it's gonna cause,
Gotcha. Controversy. Yeah.
that and is going to cause some people to.
It's a hard topic to discuss.
No, you're
Political
fair.
topic, too.
Sad.
Very serious.
All right, unpopular opinion. What Peach brought up was great, though. I had no idea. Who else? Unpopular opinion.
Oh, I actually really like Twilight.
What?
I know people hate it, but I actually really like Twilight series.
Like the books or the movies or everything.
Honestly,
like
the
the
books
books.
and then the first movie. The books and then the first
last
movie because of the
book got
cinematography of the
wild.
blue. Yeah, the last book got
Bella's
wild.
acting is hilarious, but the aesthetic, I like the aesthetic. And the
I voraciously read the books. The movies make me chuckle, but they're really fun for like drinking games.
They really are. And then like Midnight Sun kind of brought a few things in perspective because I was like, Edward's insane, but like at least this kind of brings some of his shit into some light. I'm like, okay, I guess you knew you were crazy and like at least you accept that. Like I can respect that. Like if you're gonna be insane, at least like you know that you're insane. So
were you
I don't
team
know.
Jacob or Edward?
No, I was Edward. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. I literally brought an Edward bag around school. Like, I had I don't know, like it was like one of the open bags, like a tote bag. Like, I literally had a tote bag of Team Edward that I would wear around middle school. And the coolest girl there literally told me she liked my bag. She was like an e-girl at the time before e-girls were a thing. And she was like, I love your bag. And I was like, I love Twilight and you. But anyway.
I love that. That's amazing.
Team Edward for Bella and Team Jacob for me.
That's fair. Yeah. That's
And
very
with that,
fair.
I had a Jacob poster on my ceiling. But when I read the books, I was 100% Edward. It wasn't until Taylor Lautner came into the picture where I was like, oh.
That's how I was too. I started getting some merch with him on it. And I was like,
this man is very attractive.
So I guess we pictured him different, you know, because we wanted her to be with Edward, and then you get him and you're like, oh, he's.
And then they brought the person in, and you're like, oh, wait.
Oh, maybe, especially not the first movie, he had the wig, but the second movie, we're like, yes.
I started taking off his shirt at every moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like the entire movie theater screaming for me, honestly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
My unpopular opinion would be that I think 50 Shades of Grey is trash, and
I agree.
I agree.
That's Twilight fan fiction.
I think it really enhanced what women want
Rape
in the bedroom,
culture?
and so when they decide to go and sleep with a guy, they think a lot more is going to happen than really does, and that's already an issue to begin with. So it made it even worse.
What you think 50 Shades of Grey is like that?
I feel like porn did that.
I was just gonna say, I think porn does that with men's expectations.
Yeah.
Because I feel like guys will watch porn and then they go to have sex and they expect all this stuff from like a girl that maybe has like barely any experience.
Ooh.
Which I
can
can still understand how 50 Shades of Grey does that too, but porn would do the same thing.
Well, I think the difference between porn and 50 Shades of Grey is porn is selling it to the sex industry, as in 50 Shades of Grey is selling it as a fantasy. Like porn's actually
porn is a
legit
fantasy
real
too.
sex.
How is porn not a
They're both
fantasy?
fantasy.
Porn's
So,
a fantasy.
When you film porn, they're actually having sex, legitly.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey, they're not. It's all camera cut angles.
Right, but the women are faking their orgasms in porn, so it's not real
so-
sex for the girl.
This is true,
Sometimes.
and to an extent, there are porn stars, are sex workers that do work with other stars that they find attractive as well, while they're having sex. So they are faking stuff to an extent. There are times where they're not faking it, and they will say, for comfortability rights, like, "Oh, I was faking it," but in their mind, they were actually attracted to that person. So it is a way that you can work with people that you're attracted to. When it comes to the actual movies, those co-work, like there's a lot of co-workers in the film industry, because I work in both industries. I grew up working in both industries. So in the film in Hollywood, there has been so many times where those people are working together and it's fake, obviously fake sex. Plus they have a coordinator on scene and they hate each other, the actor and the actress. And they're selling that. The person
That can happen in porn though too.
it happens in porn too, for an extent. Like you obviously have the right to say yes or no, but in movie scripts it's a little bit harder because it's, you know, a huge movie. That's just one
Yeah,
scene.
true.
But
I think
There's
the
some
root of
porn
the
though where you don't know.
the thing is,
You don't
if
know what the woman
watch-
said.
If you go watch on 50 Shades of Grey, it's a lot of it's a lot of camera cut angles. They do it in porn too. Don't get me wrong. When they film porn, they have a lot of you know editing, camera cut angles, fake. There's a lot of positions they do that aren't really necessary to do in real sex because it's not that great. But it's a lot more like dry humping and a lot more fake stuff, so it's easier to trick the camera. And so when you watch 50 Shades of Grey, it's more fantasized because it's not actual penetration. And so it's more fantasized in here. It's like when you read a book, you know, when you read a book, you fantasize it. So like if you and I were to read the same book, we're going to fantasize it differently. So when you're watching the movie 50 Shades of Grey, you're going to fantasize it the way you want to fantasize it. When you're watching porn, it's actually happening. The actual
But I feel
sex is
like
happening
that's
on screen.
what makes the difference is that you're fantasizing it versus you're literally seeing this. And like porn stars, as much as they're enjoying it or they're not, they're preparing themselves for that scene. So when they're shoving that in their body part, like they got ready for that. Versus a guy coming up to you and be like, "Oh yeah, I really want to do anal," and just let me stick it in there. Like my shit don't stretch like that. Just because you saw it online doesn't mean that that's going to be every other person. Versus some dry humping scene where you're like, "Oh, like that's kind of arousing."
But that when they're like, wait, like, baby, let me make you squirt. And you're like, I don't do that.
Right,
my body
Let's
like
take
that's
that.
expected.
Like, I
because
guess
that's
if you
what
can
they
figure it out,
see.
it's fine. But like, I don't really know that I'm on
like,
command for that.
You try. Yes, yeah,
Demand.
you try all you can. Please. But
But it's
just not gonna happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously porn sells of the imagination, but what I'm saying is like when you read a book, your imagination goes so far. So like when you watch, why do you think a lot of people read the book, they see the movie and are like, this sucked? It's because they didn't live up to their
true.
imagination.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
that's
much
true.
spicier than it was. Yeah.
I was gonna say the court series was way hotter than 50 Shades for me. Way hotter.
But
We're still waiting on that. We're still waiting
Yeah.
on movies.
Right. I feel like because, and I can't speak for like other countries, but because sex in America is so like taboo and our sex education is so extraordinarily lacking. Like multiple men think I pee out of my vagina. Like that's not
Right. That
Where
is
you
so
can-
true, though.
But no, but and that's the reality. And it's not to shame on them, but it's shame on our education system for not teaching men that women have a fucking urethra that comes out of another spot, not the vagina. Sorry if I'm saying vagina on your stream.
This is good.
But the reality is our education is so lacking and it's so taboo that the idea of teaching someone how to pleasure another person is like Oh, we can't teach that. How dare? Like, we can't even teach basic how a baby's made, for God's sake, let alone how to do sex properly. Whereas you look in Europe and they are literally educating how to pleasure another person properly, and that's not inappropriate. I think you should learn how to do that. That's something that's important.
BRB moving to Europe.
Yeah, so
But
that
right?
that versus
Like-
like literally just trying to shove something where it doesn't go. We were like,
Yeah,
or where
so
it can't go for 3 weeks until you properly train this area for something to happen
Right,
into
so
it.
the
you know?
education that most young people get is porn, and it's not good
That's
because that's
true.
not the reality. And
then
50
people
Shades
get
also isn't
completely
the reality.
No, and people
None
get
of it is.
completely turned off from certain aspects that could be pleasurable, but they're so scared because they're like, people have done it so improperly to them that they're like, I'm not even willing to try this ever again because it was so horrific the first time. I was like scarred from it. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't shit the same because I don't. I did anal incorrectly.
Yeah, same. Like you can't just do what you think looks like it is on.
My shit's broke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll
But had
never
we been
go
trained
back.
properly, maybe we would all be like, "Oh, this is actually great," but it's like horrifying to think about a lot of certain things. You know?
Yeah.
Good job. These are good. These are good unpopular opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
opinion.
I feel like every
More?
country is different with that. Because I feel like in Canada we learned a lot about sex ed. Like I feel like
That's good.
I agree with that.
I would love to
think
hear
in
about that,
Canada,
too.
We had a way more
like
sex ed.
Like well-rounded. You guys
I don't know if
mean?
it's
Like
just my school,
Yeah.
but my teachers
Mhm.
answered so many questions that were not just about don't have sex. They'd be like, "Yeah, you can do it in the butt," like you know, like I don't know, they talked
Not
about
have
it.
those teachers.
Not here. Here they teach it like sex is bad. Like it's,
Yeah, and this was like in grade 8 they were talking about this, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, I'm not that stage in my life, but interesting, you know, like.
My parents taught me the
about
birds and the
consent
bees at
and-
3 because my sister
Yeah,
was going to
consent.
be born. So
Yeah.
I learned super early how everything worked. And I remember in like high school having to draw diagrams for my friends, explaining to them why they weren't pregnant. Because I'm like, there's no physical possible. You can't.
They're
do
like,
it.
but I ate a watermelon seed.
I have a question.
I remember
Like in
hearing that
Sims?
thing.
Oh my god.
We had it like 3 times in grade 3, in grade 6, and grade 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely agree with that. It's like reproductive in grade, obviously not getting NAS stuff, but by grade, it's like, yeah, here's how you put on a condom.
Yeah, like we had the whole banana and
consent
everything.
is-
And then,
Yeah, of course.
That's
of course.
great. I wish we had that.
So, like in America, do they talk about like consent and stuff too in sex ed?
Absolutely not. They do not. They just say don't have
Really?
sex, and
They
then they show you a
don't.
lot of pictures
No.
Yeah.
of STDs.
They say don't have sex.
That's
They say
literally it. Don't have
then
sex.
they show you the STDs. But
That's it.
slideshow of
This is
STDs.
what will
have sex.
happen.
Dang, that's interesting.
Yeah, and they teach you about like the process of like being pregnant and like the organs and stuff, but there's nothing about consent. There's nothing about like having sex for enjoyment. There's none of that. It's like it's like you get married and you have sex to have kids. Like it's not like it's
Interesting.
so toxic.
They're like, don't have sex, or if you do wear a condom, these are the forms of birth control that you may use.
Yeah, that's
Did
exactly
you
what it
guys
was.
ever
Yeah.
have? I can't remember what it was called. It was like a little girl's book. It showed about
American Girls book.
I think
I love
so,
American
and it
Girl
had a
stuff.
picture
Cinderella
of
girl book.
like the female body parts, and there was boobs a
Yeah.
certain way, and mine never looked like that. I have like inverted nipples, and I thought I was broken for the
Me
longest
too. I have
time.
one inverted.
Yeah, and
I too, and I got surgery. I got an inversion surgery. I had inverted nipples too.
You got the
wanna know?
surgery.
Yeah, message me if you want to know about it.
I definitely am messaging you.
I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Let me
I have
know.
One I have one innie.
This
Yeah,
took
I had
such
two.
a inverted turn.
It's
and-
innie
Yeah,
unless
it
it's
did.
cold and then it pops out.
It wasn't too expensive either. I mean, I'm not gonna
That's
lie, it wasn't too bad.
I'd like to comment that Aunt is still sitting here like, interesting.
Not that there's anything wrong with having them. I'm just tired of.
I'm just vibing. No, it's fine.
No,
I
I
feel
know.
like it's because it's not taught, or like
Yeah, how do you feel? on that?
the lips and shit like that. Like
If I
you're
have an
taught
answer
that
to
it's
the
wrong.
Question or like
On the top
He's
of it,
just
yeah.
listening and
Before I got
taking it in,
derailed
I
on
think.
inverted
So-
nipples.
Taking notes.
I was focusing on two. Well, what my answer to the question was on honestly, I prefer room temperature water over cold water any day.
Ah.
That's a good one.
That's my dude. I'm telling y'all, listen, like I
Oh
used
my
to
God,
be,
Better, right? For your body.
bro.
Mhm.
I used to be
is.
very basic.
It digests better.
I used to be basic. I used to be like cold water on the way, ice cold only, and then one day, slightly colder room temperature is like magnificent.
It's perfect. Like take it out of the fridge, like put it in the fridge for a while, and then take it out for like 30
Let it
minutes.
sit, yeah,
Fucking
and then it's just,
perfect.
it hits. It's perfect.
Slaps.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a hydro flask, so I just carry it around and it's room temp most of the time.
Okay, how many times do you wash it? I'm not trying to call you out. I just saw this on TikTok. I just want to know what everyone's like normal washing schedule
Like
is. For
fully wash it because I only
Don't
put
ask
water
me
in
that
it, so I
question
just
because
shake it and then pour it out. And I
What are we
think that that's
talking
good because
about?
it's only water.
I drank out of it the other day and was like, that tasted a little mildewy. I should probably wash it.
That's
what people were saying.
If you're just tuning in, we're
I
talking about
will take
hydro
a
flask.
Q-tip and like clean
Oh,
out the
I thought we were
mouthpiece,
talking
and
about
that's
something
it.
else.
Oh yeah, the
When's
mouthpiece
the last time you
definitely.
cleaned your air fryer?
But I don't
That's
do a
good
good job. I should clean it
that's
more.
fair, and yeah.
Yeah, the last time you cleaned an air fryer is like.
Because I have stickers.
I
so don't
clean
wanna
it
put
when
in
it
the-
looks
I
a
don't wanna
little
put it in the
greasy,
washer 'cause
but I
it's
put
like, it's
foil in there.
stickers. You put
Oh,
oil in it?
nice. No, I put foil in my air fryer.
You can do that.
Air fryer.
Yeah, you can put foil in your air fryer. You just can't put. I try to put like the parchment paper. I put that in there once, but it burned a little. So I would just put foil, and then it keeps it from being dirty. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but it's worth it if you don't want to clean it.
That's so smart.
That's smart.
Damn.
Okay.
Learned a lot about
Okay,
random
I
shit
have-
today.
I have one,
That's the last one.
and
Let's
it's
hear it.
I hate American
What?
plastic
Wait, what?
orange.
You cut out. What do you say?
Cut out, what'd you say?
American like sliced.
Like craft
Oh,
cheese.
yeah, that's
Oh,
normal.
yeah.
Me
American
too.
cheese.
I just heard Americans,
Yeah,
and I was
just
like,
said I hate
fair.
Americans.
Like,
I was like,
I
all
love
right,
I
fair.
see why you're moving.
Also, I'll turn off
No.
my camera there.
No, no, I
It's
love
so
American.
bad. It's so
American
bad.
cheese, it's awful. That shit doesn't even like melt. It burns. It burns.
Crap singles is definitely just a
Crap
because
smoking
singles
answer.
are-
it's like
This one's-
plastic.
yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm glad it's not unpopular.
That's actually
Yeah, but-
that's not an unpopular opinion. I don't think. I feel like most people don't eat that.
But is it
Okay,
not at every
I thought
barbecue
one-
you go to? Like, is it not Peach? Like, it's like
It's
in
because-
Paris, like it's
I
everywhere.
feel like when I was younger
Everywhere.
it was, but like now, like most people just go buy a fucking deli cheese.
Okay, so I've been in Mexico like for a month now, and I swear to God, I haven't had
You keep cutting
in
it
at
out.
least like 3. Okay, wait. It's this mic.
Okay.
I haven't had it in like 3 months. I miss cheddar cheese so goddamn much. And they're like,
Oh.
yeah, yellow cheese. Yeah, on your burger for sure. And it ends up being American cheese.
It's American yellow.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
gross.
American yellow. It's
the
disgusting.
worst.
It's
Wait, so
disgusting.
what color is cheddar cheese?
So cheddar isn't always orange. That's the thing. Like I used to work at a really fancy place, and like they would get cheese imported from all over the world. Like cheddar can technically be white, orange, but it's like the way it's aged in the flavor, not the color.
I love that. I just recently found out that pickles are cucumbers.
What?
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I love that. That's
Do you know what relish is?
fantastic.
To make you feel healthier.
Relish
Do
is
you
like
know what relish is? Do you know what
Cut up
relish is?
pickles.
Yeah.
All right, just you know,
Oh,
the
yeah,
try
no,
to cut
I
up
didn't know
cucumbers.
that like pickles, it was the act of pickling. I thought pickle was its own thing. So now that I know about cheese, I just feel like no one can stop me.
can't stop, won't stop.
Okay,
My
well,
unpopular opinion is that I don't like any cheese unless it's like cooked into something.
Oh,
Like, it has to be like
that's interesting.
melted. If it's
honestly,
just,
I'm
like,
I love
jealous.
cheese.
I
I
find
wasn't
it
gonna
gross.
talk about I love
Is there
cheese.
too much cheese? Is that a thing for you? Could it be too much?
That's not a thing.
If it's
So what-
melted, it's different. But when it's just like cheese, I'm like, ew.
so you're not loving a charcuterie board. You're like, get away from me.
I
Charcuterie
like
is
the
life to
meat
me.
on it and the crackers
Yeah.
and stuff and fruit, but the cheese, I'm like, nah.
Like a cheese board is a
pass.
no. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I don't know. I just think it's stinky.
All right,
And then I'm all
we're
fan.
almost towards the end. This will be the last topic. Pineapple on pizza.
Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
waiting for that, but I feel like more
Yes.
people
No.
like it than not.
If you don't like
It's all right.
pineapples,
I'll
it
take
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you like pineapples, then why wouldn't you like that pizza?
I think honestly that's a good way to put it. Whoever said that.
All right.
Like, okay.
And your past dating relationships of all your exes, you made like all your exes are someone that you dated. Doesn't have to be like someone like you actually were in a relationship with. Someone that you dated. Who are you leaving on an island and why?
Like to die and suffer kind of thing.
This one guy that looks like Mr. Clean.
No, exactly
And he's
who I
really
was saying.
a narcissistic Mr. Clean.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had a narcissistic pit bull. Sounds similar.
Okay.
A similar person. How are you near Oregon?
I mean, no, I'm in Texas, but honestly, they could have went over there. I don't know.
Into weed and also rode a
Arizona.
motorcycle.
I don't think so, but you know what? They could have changed their attitude after it was me. It was in middle school, so it was a while back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know mine was more recent.
You know, I could be
I know
wrong.
exactly who I'm leaving on an island.
Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know. What do I say? How do I describe what am I supposed to say?
Describe the person and why you would leave him on an island.
A narcissistic fuck who gaslighted the shit out of me and cheated on me on every fucking waking turn.
You would just leave him on an island now, even though it's been this long.
I would leave him on an island. I would leave him worse. I would leave him wherever. I don't know. I'm pretty bitter. I don't mind most of my exes, but this fuck was like, he messed me up for a while. I'm still recovering.
Fair enough.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, Edwin Reyna, you're getting left on a fucking island with no food, no wood, nothing at all. I'm gonna clip this and send it to me now because I'll send it to his mother. He I don't know. I was gaslighted about consent. Like,
Ew. Yep.
Yeah.
Ew, that's bad.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
And I was so confused and young for a long time that I think even till this day, I am not the same person that I was prior to dating him.
Mm-hmm. Was it like the whole, I'm going to get blue balls, babe? Like, you got
No.
Oh.
It was the, I just came in you, but I asked you not to. Like, I actually just recently realized that is still, like,
That's
like
fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It is, yeah.
And I didn't think it at the time because I was like, well, this is my boyfriend. I love him.
Time.
Yeah, and I was just constantly manipulated in that relationship. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it wasn't cool for your boyfriend to get mad at you for not wanting to have sex 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
And get guilted and then realize he's cheating because you're not providing enough.
Yep.
Wow.
Happens a
Some
lot.
face for me, will you?
So can they all be on the same island together?
Yeah, they can all fuck each other.
They can all just have blue balls together.
They can just fuck each other.
Yep.
So it's
Okay,
like
or die.
3 times a day.
super like minimal
3 times a day.
details. There was this guy and we were toxic. He was toxic and he would like get mad at me and like take my license plate so I couldn't leave and like cut up my plushies. And he like followed me to Florida. Yeah. And he would take a box cutter and cut up my clothes. And he followed me when I left the state. He's wild and he has like 6 kids now. He's out there populating, and I'm like, you need to be dropped on an island somewhere, sir. You're done. You're done.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
The procreators of the world.
I had an ex where I'd have to like get his approval before I posted a picture to Instagram.
Ew.
And this is how much of my chesticle was showing, like how much you can see in the webcam right now. And he'd be like, you're doing it for attention, like just say that that's what you want is male validation, blah blah blah. And I was like, no, I didn't even realize it was like that noticeable, honestly. My eyes weren't like looking, I just felt hot and I wanted to post it, and it was always an argument.
And God forbid you have boobs, so.
Yeah, God forbid I have boobs, so I would leave his ass on the island. I don't care. That's just like one example out of
So insecure.
Kind of petty, but you know what I mean? That was just like
No.
He can look at the rocks and judge their shapes.
Yeah.
I don't leave any of my exes at the island.
Christina, are you talking? I don't hear her. Do you?
No, you're
Who?
quiet.
Oh no, you're muted.
He's muted.
Christina, you're muted.
Are you muted in Discord?
Is she?
No, she's not.
That's weird.
Check
it
your
your
audio
mic?
source.
Did you
might
unplug your
be
mic
your
by
mic.
accident?
We need to give Christina 30 minutes just in case she was talking before and we missed it.
No, she's been talking.
We've been
Oh, I thought she was just quiet.
I thought you were quiet
No.
too.
We could
Oh,
hear her
shit.
before though. It was.
Can we give her 5 minutes of fame at least, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
I was picking on her earlier, but she's just been quiet. I mean, I'm quiet sometimes when I'm on shows and stuff, so I just like chill.
No, can't hear you.
I'm
When
not
you come
quiet,
back,
but I can't help it. It's an ADHD thing.
Yeah.
when you
same.
just keep talking when you get in, we'll notice and we'll hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better?
Yeah.
I can hear you if you turn it up a little bit
I
though.
can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I was talking like the whole time.
No!
No.
Try again.
No, it's okay.
Speed round. Answer every question.
Yeah, literally, we need to hear you.
I'm shy anyway. My ex also was a narcissistic cheater, and we were about to be engaged. He sent like a ring to my mom and everything, and like she was all excited. And then he had me because he didn't drive. Return the ring on Christmas Eve. Like he was like, "Oh, we got to go Christmas shopping for my brother." And I drove him, and he returned the engagement ring in front of me. And then my car broke down in the parking garage in the city, and we got into like a fight, and like it was like really bad. He was awful, abusive, narcissistic.
Thank God he returned that ring and you got on about.
Right.
He was like, so he wouldn't let me drink. He was like, you can't smoke weed, you can't drink, you can't have tattoos, piercings, and then
Felt that.
Yeah.
Is he your father? Is he God? I'm confused.
Oh, he was
that
awful.
shit.
Yeah. No. And he was an
Fuck that
elementary school
shit.
teacher, so he works with like kids.
Wow.
Can I ask like how long you were with this person? It was a little long
I
time.
was with him for 4 years. He was my first serious relationship too, so it really fucked
Same
me up.
with me.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was really hard for me to like trust again, and I'm in like a healthy relationship now, and it was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like.
It's hard to get there after you've been through that.
Yeah, and like you said, it still like fucks me up.
It's still you feel it lingering in like weird places.
Yeah.
Like I remember I used to get yelled at for not finishing food, so I'm like weird. Like if I don't finish food someone gives me, I hide it because I feel guilty.
Aw.
Yeah. God. Well, they can all, like you said,
Damn.
fuck each other on the island.
They can fuck each other on the island.
I think it'd be
I
cool
told
to
us-
be left on.
Mine to the island. Oh, go
I
ahead.
told this story before actually on here, but I'll summarize it. Like, I guess the person I leave on the island's my ex-girlfriend, my first one. Like, she cheated on me, whatever. And like,
Gross.
it was in high school, but like, it is
Still
what it is.
gross.
It still
Yeah.
hurts.
It still
Yeah,
sucks.
but
Yeah.
the crazy part is like that sucked, but like whatever. Years later, like we talked, not to like get things back together, but like, all right, we hooked up, and then I didn't find out until like weeks later that she was still like married. That she was married at the time.
In high school?
Yeah, she was married. So and but she told me that like
Damn.
they were falling apart, but she just never gave me that heads up.
They always say
No.
that. They always say that, and it is not falling apart until that is like they are a separated couple. I hate the thing where they're like, oh, I'm still living with my ex, but like we're not together, and it's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't make me want to come
Roommates
over
is
though.
hard. Yeah, like can I
Right.
come by then? Your ex thing won't mind? Great.
Yeah. So that kind of fucked me up for a little bit. I was like, wow. So even if they were falling apart or separating, a heads up would have been great for me. But
Oh yeah.
you can go to the island.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
candid with that. Like if you're actually separated from your wife, you meet someone and you're like, just so you know, I'm still legally married, but we're separate, right? You put it up right at the front.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some fucked up shit.
Damn, y'all will leave your exes on the island like that?
I would leave it alone.
Savage.
You
No,
leave
they
my
hurt
ex
us.
and then you tell me whether or not his ass should be on an island. You don't even.
Absolutely.
I didn't get like lucky, but I've had 4 boyfriends, and one was like a 4.5-year relationship in high school, and like he's a streamer today, and like we're good friends. The second one is like a 9-month relationship who was a country guy who I just like he kind of sucked, but like I wouldn't leave him on the island. Like his best revenge is him just not dating me, so it's fine. And then the third thing is a long-term relationship of like 4 years also, which I first grade BFF growing up. And then he kind of sucks because he got really hard into drugs, so I left his butt. But I wouldn't leave him on an island for that. And then my fourth one is still my best friend today. So I'm like, I wouldn't send anybody to my island of shame.
Damn.
That's sweet of you, though.
I
You're
mean,
just
like,
lucky.
I just hope it's not
Right,
like
yeah,
a boyfriend that comes along that I'm gonna have to send to the island of shame. You know, like.
No, that's good. I think you're blessed to not be in a relationship so toxic that you want to.
Yeah,
send
I've been
him
in
to an island
long-term
too.
relationships, so I feel like I haven't really had time to date. And like, I'm not like, I have friends who are like, this is no shame whatsoever to it at any means, but I have a lot of friends who are meeting someone and after 3 weeks or 3 dates, they're getting serious and posting on Facebook they're in a relationship. That's just something I don't do. I need to meet someone, get to know who they are as a person, get to know their friends, get to know their family, and then I'm making that thing Facebook official. And like, there's a reason I do that, because I'm guarding my heart, because I'm guarding my life. And like, I've seen so many friends go through so many toxic relationships and toxic things that I've learned from it. And I'm like, I will never just jump on that or just give in or accept that you are who you're showing me within 3 weeks or 3 dates. Like, I need to see you for a long time. If you're serious, I'm serious, and you'll be there with me throughout the process, you know? So like, I feel like I haven't given myself the scenario to even meet someone like that yet. Hopefully I never do, but I am trying to date now. So really it is up in the air. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Chaotic, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I wouldn't leave you on an island.
Chris, would you leave anyone on the island? Do you have
So
anyone
nice.
you would leave?
Anyone even not dating?
Yeah, just
There's
anyone
an
you've talked to or anybody.
There's an ex-college roommate I would leave on the island.
I'll be honest with you.
That's a girl.
I haven't had the best dating life in the past 13 years. But would I leave him on an island? Not anymore. I've gotten old enough to. I just kind of came out of something, so like, it's more of a learning and understanding experience. Of, you know, it's really difficult because you did care about them at one point, you know, and you do love them and care about them.
Yeah.
Obviously it's hard to forgive, and you can't really forget, obviously, because it's something that you learn for the rest of your life. Unless you hit your head, you might forget it. But other than that, no. The older version of me would probably leave a lot of people on an island.
Well, the island might be nice.
I'm trying to separate my life a lot more than I used to, and I think it's because of I'm getting a lot older now, and also I blended my life in together with constantly being a content creator, because I'm the guy that always has the camera out, that's always filming stuff, making content, always doing stuff, thinking about content. So I've dated both spectrums of things, and there was some stuff that's really fucked me up until to this day, but it's only up to me, really. If I were to be honest with the girls I've dated, if I were to leave them on an island, they wouldn't survive, sadly. So pretty sad.
But is that just you being the better person, being why they should be left on the island? Like,
I wouldn't say.
I don't know. I just think that's you being such a good person that you wouldn't do that to them, but they would still do that shit to you.
Yeah.
So a lot of them have apologized to me later on in the future.
Kind of just like personal growth and stuff between both parties.
It just depends on the person. I think that I obviously I'm not perfect. I would never tell someone I'm perfect. Whenever I date someone, they say I'm perfect. It really bothers me because nobody is. It's actually a red flag I learned when someone says you're perfect.
Yeah, because you don't want that like expectation put upon you.
No, I really like when I date someone, I like to see them grow. So I always do my best to help them. Sometimes I can come off very strong because I believe in them a lot, and I date them for a reason. Because I usually believe in them a lot. And so like if I were to leave them on an island, don't really gonna see them grow very often, you know. So
Wait, so
Yeah, that
you
makes
planned this question, and then now you're like, I would never leave anyone on an island.
well, I was thinking about it because you guys were
That was
talking about
mad.
it, and I was like, holy shit! Because like I said, I've been going through it. I actually have been going through it, and everybody here back home knows. I hide a lot about my personal relationship, and I hang out with everyone knows. I hang out with a lot of girls, so people don't know who I'm actually dating.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I would have answered this question in a great way of saying something, but it's more in the sense of, I feel like if I were to leave anybody on an island, it'd be the one girl that I dated that was like a really good person, and only because I know they would survive. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're like, you got this,
looking
girl.
at the super strategic,
Survivor. I'm a survivor.
I wouldn't leave her on there with our exes.
I feel like
though.
this question was that deep, but I
I was
love
gonna say,
that.
don't leave her with my ex.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Well, it's
I
nice
feel
that you
like
can rise above it, you know?
my problem
I have my
with
days.
like hating on the ex is that I'm like, damn, I know, like you told me so much, so I know your family life wasn't the best. Like I know why you ended up the way you did. So there's only so much I can put on you. I don't know because like you can't just like brush it all aside at the same time. But a part of me is like, I feel bad for you more than anything. I feel like.
See, that was what the excuse I put into having the relationship in the first place.
Yeah.
So once I was abused to the point of no return, I was like, I can't even give you that anymore. Like, you're just a
Exactly.
fucking awful human. So
Right. Like that's why I allowed it so long, is because
I
of the
gave
past and how they grew up.
so many. Yeah, I was like, oh, you went through this and you went through that and you went through this, so that's why you're
you
like
say-
this. But
okay, so that's something I learned too, is you say that you gave them so many chances, but don't you think part of that's on you for giving them that many chances?
100%, 100%.
Sure.
But that
100%.
escalated them to not like them as more, because the more you give someone chances and the more they fuck you over, is the more you're going to learn to hate them.
I think the
They
biggest
also-
problem
they
is
also use
the
it as
end.
an excuse.
You know what?
Though, you
Yeah.
know?
But
Chris,
it creates
it was
another
why I am
scenario.
the way
It
I
creates
am.
another
So
problem.
if I'm gonna be honest,
one problem,
I was.
you're going to be upset about that one problem, but you give another chance, that's a second problem. Give another chance, a third problem. And then so you're creating a lot of more damage than it really is. And I'm a
A
victim.
lot of
that.
it was I was told that I wasn't a lovable person, right? So I
As
was
soon as they
told
you
that
that's
I
when you
could
should've
not.
walked away.
Right, but no, I was told that I wouldn't be. I felt like I couldn't be. If I left them, no one else would love me. And it wasn't until I hit the point where I was okay with that. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck,
that's
if I'm
really-
alone for the rest of my life, I will be happier than being with this human that I left. But it takes a bit, that really sits with you. The idea of being
I
alone is
agree.
scary. So
Well,
if
the
someone
one
can
good
get
thing
into
is
your head to the
when,
point where you think that you're going to be alone the rest of your life if you're not with this person, that's a hard thing to get over.
Yeah.
Well, one
It's a
good-
hard thing to
Emotional
push
abuse.
past.
One good outlook to that is when someone actually loves you, you're going to feel it a lot more than you would.
Right. And no, and I got past it and I left, obviously, and everything was better now. But I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I
that's
agree with you. I
it
understand.
takes a bit to get to the point where you're okay with the fact that you might be alone for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think
personally know girls that I work with, like other creators, where they are in a terrible relationship and they will never leave, and they still have never left, and it's been years. And I've seen them break down in a room in front of me and tell me everything that's happened, and I could never say a word to a soul. I never will, but
scary.
it's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's all
It's scary. The concept of being alone is scary to a lot of people. It was scary to me. It's no longer scary, but it was very terrifying, And so it takes a lot to get to the point where you're like, I'd rather be alone. Thank you.
Yeah. I think a lot of problem is. Oh, go ahead. You
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
especially like for that relationship that I was in, he was super manipulative, and I was so young. That was my first relationship, so that was all that I knew. So it was very hard for me to leave. I didn't know what else was normal. I thought that was normal.
Very common.
The only
Yeah.
way I was going to leave was if he cheated, and he did, luckily. So
It's good that you got out of it. But I think a lot of the big problem is, especially when you're young, you idolize a person and you see them a different way than they're actually acting. And it takes you so long to get out of that like version that you have pictured for them that you think that they're going to eventually fall into, that it takes you a very long time. And it takes a lot of trauma almost to like get you out of the relationship, because you like picture this person, you're like, they're being bad now, but like they can change and like I can help them. And like, even if you don't have a savior complex, even if you don't have a savior complex, it's very easy to picture yourself in a better situation than you're in, because you're like, you really want it to work,
Like you hold on to that glimpse of light that they've already shown you, so you know that it could be there. But love bombing and narcissism comes into the factor where that was their plan the whole time, kind of.
It's that trick where I used to say about my ex, he treated me the best and the worst of everyone.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
So it's like because of that, the best is what's so addicting. So even though they treat you the worst, because they treat you the best, that best part sucks you in.
Sticks to you.
It's the love bombing.
The highs are the really high ones, and the lows are like the really lows. And like the thing is, to have that many and that consistent and that low of lows with anyone. Like if they're the right person for you, you're gonna have some lows, but you're not gonna have those lows, and you're gonna be just as high, just as happy, if not happier, with the right person. You know, and it's hard.
They're not gonna make you feel like a bad person and like you're lucky to be with. No one should try and make you feel like you're lucky to be with them. You should just feel that on your own. But if they're trying to manipulate the situation where they're like, "You're so lucky to have me because no one else would," that's bad.
Yeah, they're like, well, what do you want me then? If I suck so bad, you know?
Right.
That just sounds weird to say too, honestly. Like you're so lucky.
It's not said so clearly like that. It's,
So the biggest
said,
I did this for you.
You're lucky I'm here.
Well, that's manipulation. Like there's narcissists, there's manipulators, and like doesn't matter the gender, they're everywhere.
Absolutely.
And you know exactly what it is. It's like, you know, I went over there and I met your mom for you. I didn't have to be like this, but I was like that, and like that kind of mentality.
I see.
It's just
you owe them for every little thing.
He used to say, "I love you're crazy. You're crazy, and you're insane, and I love you're crazy." And the funny thing is, I'm not crazy when he wasn't around. He was the one that made me crazy.
100%.
I'm fine without you, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is too, is they say that way, they can like get in your head and make you think that like you are crazy. I'm the only one who's going to love you because you're crazy. No one else is going to feel this way because you're crazy. And so I'm going to be that person who's going to stand for you and be there for you because I'm the only one who will love you because you're crazy.
Yeah.
The mentality and the push behind it all. And that's just manipulation.
It's just a common factor in like everybody's stories. It's just manipulation, power, control, and all of that.
Always.
We've all had someone. Every guy, every
Someone
girl
got
has met
hurt.
someone
Usually
like
that's
that.
what it goes to.
Oh yeah.
Well, and if you're in a healthy relationship, you're not going to act out and feel crazy and do all those things because they're not going to make you feel hurt. You're not going to react to like that because it's healthy and they're not fucking with you. They're not cheating on you. They're not doing the things that make you act crazy.
I was like that with one of my exes, the one I wouldn't leave on the island, go figure. He had like a huge jealousy concern, and like there was a male friend of mine who tried to kiss me, and I like told him right away. I was like, listen, this guy, I'm cutting him off, I'm giving him space. Like I told him it's not okay. Like there's no reason he thought he could do it. He just was close enough to me that he thought he could get away with it, knowing I had a boyfriend, which is stupid. So I told my boyfriend about it, and he like ended up telling me he like came back from the movies with this girlfriend of his who I trusted him with, like whatever, the next week. And he's like, yeah, well, she kissed me. And I was like, okay, like, what'd you say? What'd you do? Like, you know, everything good? And you tell her that's not cool. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well then if you talk to her, like, then I'm fine with that. And like, I basically had this reaction, this really like stable, normal reaction to that versus what he had the week before to my awkward male encounter, the friend. And he all of a sudden was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I totally made that up. I didn't even hang out with her. Like, I just made up that story to see how you react. Yeah, like manipulation. And I just sat there and I was like, you realize like you overreact last week. I told you I'd handle it like a pro. And guess what I did? I handled it like a pro. Even in a made up scenario, like he was an idiot. And like I should have left him then, but guess what? I love you so much. I want to be with you. I'm so sorry. Happened. And of course I stayed with him. And like it didn't take long before I had another occurrence like that where I was like, you're just crazy and I can't do this. So it was hard to leave that relationship and I'm glad that I did. But I mean, it's little things like that, like made up scenarios. Like it was just reactions
manipulative.
are everything. Yeah,
manipulative as shit.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
I think
One last thing. Go ahead, Paris.
I would leave my ex on the. He slept with 10 plus girls, and I would light that on fire. I would light that motherfucking mattress on fire while he was there.
With a Pikachu! With a Pikachu!
That boy. Yeah.
The Pikachu
I help you roll him with you. We're gonna roll this man in wood and burn him on the fire.
And he was the same manipulative. I wasn't all the same bull.
Oh, you're breaking up, girl.
Oh, she's breaking up.
Oh, I mean, breaking up with his ass.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
What I'm trying to the same manipulative bullshit that all the rest.
We're
We
putting it
love
together.
not
Paris, you're breaking
Shadow
up.
and Chris. Do I need to like deep throat this mic
I mean,
for y'all to hear me?
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think so.
I'm not gonna say no.
Anyways, yeah. So that's all I'm trying.
Shout out your fan house when you do it.
Some wind. Yeah. Shout out fan house. But yeah, that's what.
I think we
All right. Well, if you guys are listening, Paris is deep throating her mic, so you can't really hear it at the moment. So if you are tuning in and listening, I'm sorry. Okay, Paris.
Follow her fan house.
Make sure you follow her fan house because I get 5% of it. All right.
I'm following. I'm subbing. I'm liking.
I'm hacking. Just kidding.
We are at the very end of the show. Let's go ahead and do a really close, a really fast and quick outro. We'll go one by one, but just say your name. Tell us what you do. It'll be on Spotify and stuff like that, and all the tweets are out too if you're watching too. So those will be going out. Oh, those are already out. So let's go ahead and get things going, and let's do the outro. Let's start from the bottom or the top left. Haunted, go ahead.
now we're here.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. I had a lot of fun in my fourth Barcast. Thank you, Chris, for inviting me. I'm a variety streamer. I do D&D. I do a lot of variety gaming. I do spooky stuff, chaotic stuff, and serotonin-worthy things. So if you want to come hang out, I stream 5 days a week. So I'd love for you to come hang out. I have all my socials on my page. You can follow Haunted Youth on Twitch, and I will see you guys there. Thanks for having me, Chris. It was good talking to everybody.
All right, nice seeing you. I'll see you in Austin soon.
Yeah. Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye. We'll see you in after party. Go ahead,
All right.
Dragon.
Hi, hello. My name is Dragon. 2 underscores, Dragon _ with the J instead of a D. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally, I play RPGs and JRPGs. I do the cosplay thing. I do the TikTok thing. I'm KurlyChris's biggest fan. You can also catch me on the Barcast pretty much every single Wednesday. Yeah, I be on the internet. Thank you for having me. Shout out to So Sake Soda for sponsoring Chris. Chris, thank you for
Dragon. Nice
thank
seeing
you for
again.
being a friend, and have a great night, everybody.
I will see you to the end. All right, Coco. Next. You're muted, Coco.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Wait, why? Am I really?
No, you're good now.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's weird. I wasn't even muted. I didn't do anything. Okay. Anyways, redo. My name's Coco. Thank you for having me, Chris. It's good to be here today and meet some new people. So thanks. I stream every Sunday at 1:30. Sometimes things vary. Check out the Discord if that's the case. I only stream once a week because I do work full-time in software and I have a lot of friends I happen to have all getting pregnant and married. So I'm busy with that. And I'm a variety streamer. I love Pokemon. We're going to play the new Pokemon game in a few months, so stay tuned. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for having me again. And Ariana, good to see you, girl. Let's go.
Oh, it's good to see you. I love you.
Go do.
Have a good one, Coco. Next up, Christina.
I'm so bad at outros. My name's Christina _Marie with 2 E's. I am a variety streamer. I do a lot of Nintendo, spooky games, a lot of Fall Guys and Fortnite lately. I stream almost every day. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry that I was muted.
It happens.
I'll work on that next time.
No, you're good. You're good.
I had a lot of fun. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one. Yeah, you're next.
And prevails. All my social media is that. I had a great time tonight. So thank you guys. If you guys are wondering what I do, I'm a Just Chatter as well. And honestly, I just go on a lot of shows, a lot of podcasts and shows. So you'll see me around the community. But thank you, Chris. I'll catch you guys next time.
All right, and have a good one.
You too.
We'll see you in the after party. All right, next up, Sunny Streams.
Hi guys, I'm Sunny Streams. I'm also a variety streamer. I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. on Sundays. I do a lot of different shit, honestly. A lot of just chatting, hot tub streams, the whole nine. Lots of yoga. And I just want to say thank you, Chris, for having me on again. It's always a blast. It's always a pleasure to be on the Barcast, and I love you guys.
Have a wonderful time. Thanks for being you. Can't wait to party with you. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, we have to party IRL. I was a little quiet tonight. I'm a little tired, but
No,
you
you're
guys
good.
are awesome. I love y'all.
Thanks for being here.
Of course, anytime you want me. I don't stream on Wednesday nights anymore, so it's opened up. Awesome. Have a great night, guys.
All right, have a great night. AZ Daisy did a fantastic job tonight. Go ahead, do your outro.
Hi guys, I'm AZ Daisy. I'm wine drunk right now. I love your faces. I stream on Twitch normally most days at 9 p.m. EST. I'm a variety streamer, so I do just chatting, Nintendo, Valorant, Apex. I do anything, honestly, horror games. But yeah, I had a fun time tonight. Thanks for having me again. Cheers.
Cheers.
And yeah.
Cheers, AZ Daisy, all the way from Canada.
Mm-hmm. All the way from Canada, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my hat.
Let's go.
I
so
feel so
hilarious.
sexy with this hat on.
I can't wait I can't wait to steal you in America and just everybody have fun with you. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm so excited to come to America. The land of the
Canadian
firework
bitches.
guns. I'm so excited.
The land of being
Don't
woken
be.
up at 3 in the morning.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, girl.
Well, have a wonderful
I'm
night. We'll see
Canadian.
you in an after party, okay?
You too. Love you guys. Okay, bye.
Paris Rain, you're next.
Hola. Paris _Rain. Currently in Mexico, so I'm. Oh, okay. Now
Did you just? Did your snap
Hola.
camera-
I'm glitching out.
You're
Yeah,
glitching out.
no, and now I'm glitching. The funny part is that I don't even think it's not even on, which is really.
This is wild. This is crazy, Paris. What an outro.
This is a cool. What an
This is a
outro.
great outro. I feel like I'm playing Super Mario on the N64.
Oh no!
I'm having
And I
an
didn't blow it up in
aneurysm live
All right.
on stream. No, I'm literally not even using Snapchat.
That's insane. Want me to do the outro for you? Or can you?
Will you?
This
Yeah,
is
do you want
Paris
to do the
Rain.
outro?
She's currently in Mexico. She's from Canada. She used to be a nail specialist. She knows how to do wonderful nails. She is on the travel right now, so go hang out with her. She also has a fan house that I made her make, and she's been killing it. So have a wonderful night, Paris, and nice to see you again, and congratulations on partnership as well.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I know it's been a couple months, but I know you wanted it, and you got it. So go out and get what you want.
Hell yeah.
And
Love you.
she is also
Thanks to
a
me.
perfect example of follow your dreams, huh? Is that good?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Like,
Perfect.
if you want to go do it.
All right. All right. Have a good night.
Okay, bye. Love you. Bye.
Ariana, go ahead.
Oh, me. Hi. I'm Mariana. I like to dance. I play Just Dance. I also do cosplay stuff. Yeah, so come hang out and check out my stream. I stream Wednesday through Sunday.
I love
That's it.
And Just Dance.
Just Dance. Just Dance and sometimes Stardew Valley, sometimes other things, but mostly Just Dance. And even if I'm not streaming Just Dance, I will be dancing, so. Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay, sounds good.
Hell yeah. See how great
Is that a promise?
Recruiting 101.
Yeah? Ooh,
yeah,
that
I'll
was
message
slick.
you actually after stream.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye, Ariana. All right, next up, Peach.
Hey, it's Peach HXO. I like to play FPS games, but sometimes I'll mess around and play some Dead by Daylight, Sims, or Fall Guys recently, which is super, super fun. I'm taller than Chris, and he is short.
You haven't even hung out with me in person yet, because you just bail every time.
I had COVID!
Oh my God.
I had COVID. Don't talk to me.
Talking shit, Scummy. She's talking shit.
I like to
She's always
overshare.
talk shit.
I'm an open book, and yeah, come hang out with me.
All right, yeah, go check out Peach. We're gonna be putting her on the Barcast more because we feel bad for her. So, look at her face. I was just playing.
You're still in Cali, bitch.
Yo, come see me.
I'm coming over,
before I leave.
Scummy. I'm
I'll
coming
extend
over.
my flight just to hang out with you.
When are you
Look at-
leaving? Wait,
I'll-
we'll talk about this. Wait.
So you look at chat. No, because I'll clip it.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
She's gonna come hang out with us, Scummy. She's probably gonna get COVID 52 out tomorrow or something.
I can't believe you're coming for my neck like this.
All right, we'll see you around. Nice coming on. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you feel better.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome, Peach. Have fun at Home Depot tomorrow. Bye. If you're tuning in, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Let's do a special shout out for the cast and my boy Scummy too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Scummy this is his house. So singers all day, baby. Nice to see you, Bort. Thank you all for being here. Once I get my ass back in Texas, we're going to be a lot of different streams. I'm going to be bringing random people I have no idea into my house and stream with them. Maybe I'll bring a homeless person. I don't know yet. But everyone that was here, thank you for being part of Kurly's Bizarre Barcast episode 178. So we'll see you all later, and we're going to raid somebody new. Stay tuned for that too. And here's the outro music.
This was another episode of Kurly's Bizarre Barcast. Tune in live and have a drink every Wednesday at 7:30 Pacific time. Now that we're drinking buddies, subscribe. Till next week, this was Kurly's Bizarre Barcast.
So next Thursday will be the Untitled Dating Show. Welcome back. So I know that was super loud to wake your asses up. So next Thursday, Untitled Dating Show. Make sure you tune in for the Untitled Dating Show. It's a 5-minute speed run. Production will interview you. Go in there. Check that out. Black Sheep Spicy, chaotic, but okay. Thank you all for the subs tonight. Appreciate all the new follows and the raids. Thank you for everything and all the cheers. And thank you for being a wonderful community. Barcast community is going strong. We're going to be doing a lot of new stuff the next couple months before TwitchCon, so be ready. And we'll all see you tonight. Safaric, is that how you say it, Scummy? We're rating Safaric. She's new, so check her out. Show some love. Throw some hearts in there. We're going to be recruiting a bunch of new people, as well as next Wednesday for the 13th will be the first Barcast with all partnered Twitch streamers, so make sure you guys tune in for that too. And then the secret is going to be out soon for Who's on the Dating Show next Thursday. So love all of you guys. We'll see you around. I'll be in Austin, Texas next week. So see you around, guys. Thank you for everything. Have a wonderful night. !SoSo. Check them out. Thank you for the sponsor, SoSo. Scummy, you want to say bye? Just kiss my mic? I just kissed your mic, yeah. But we're not on stream anymore. Oh, no, we are. Sorry, hold on one second. It's right now. Bye, guys.